Yes, my people. It's your boy Kizzy Talk Sports, and you can call me Kizzy. And we're back with another one. Paid in Arsenal, episode 6, Community Shield preview. You get me? I want to big up my brother Mally.
Come on, man. I got caught slipping. Aye. Listen, Wagwan, man. Paid in Arsenal, already know the vibes. With my guy Kizzy, really know.
Yeah, come on, man. I big up KJ in the cut from early, man. Big up the bro. But listen, people. Obviously, you know, me and Mally paid in Arsenal. Last week we had Rory on the show, Red RD. This week we have another special guest, debut on the channel. Listen, you probably seen his face around. Big up the bro, Tony, man. Yes, bro.
Hey yo, big ups. See, people, yeah. I'm spinning on the block right here, yeah. See, Mally, Kizzy, big up to these two legends. You know what, yeah, people? I fuck with this shit, yeah. I've always seen them do this thing individually, but people, yeah, it's just amazing, yeah, coming to share the stage with these brothers, man. Mally, I've been seeing all your stuff on other channels too, man. Big up to you, Kizzy. Big ups, my G. Big ups.
Come on, bro. Listen, we're going to get into it today, man.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege to have you on. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mally was chopping up earlier, and you're saying, listen, Tony's a cool guy, man. You get me? You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to have you on, bro. Anytime. Yeah, hopefully, it's the first of many, you know, like that. Yeah. But listen, people, obviously, before we get into any stuff, we do have a FPL for this season for the community. If you're into Fantasy Premier League, you think that you got the ball knowledge and whatnot, get involved, people. The community FPL code is on the screen now. MWLR75. Yeah? Put the code in, join the guys, join the community, and at the end of the season, the winner will win a prize, courtesy of Kizzy. You know what I'm saying? I'm the man of the people. I love my community. Big up everyone. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? City, Arsenal, Community Shield, Premier League winners versus FA Cup winners. You know, the last time we was here, I believe, we was here off what? Finishing second place. We didn't even win a trophy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
They won the treble, innit?
Yeah. City won the FA Cup and the Premier League. So obviously, second place took that spot. We won that one there. This time, we're coming into the Community Shield with a bit of, you know, a bit of class. You know what I'm saying? We're the champion. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, talk to me, man. What we saying?
Mally, do you want to go first, or I mean, how do we do it? I mean,
go, bro.
Yeah, we can shoot it. We can shoot it. See, people, yeah, this is the thing, yeah. City got a domestic double, whether we like it or not, last season, yeah. I mean, it's the thing, yeah. Arsenal hasn't been performing in this cup competitions. I wouldn't say it's because of our depth. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's because of, I mean, I don't want to put up excuses down here, yeah, about why we didn't, you know, slug it out with City for these domestic competitions. But people, this is the thing. We are champions. Yeah, we are freaking champions. And we have to move like those kind of, you know, the champions of old. This is it. Yeah. So, I mean, this matchup, yeah, I'm a little bit wary about some things. I know we'll talk about that later on. And that's because of Saliba is missing from that defense, isn't it? I mean, you could see the lapses in our games against Borussia Dortmund, yeah. And even Calafiori, even having a little bit of, you know, like here and there about Calafiori, mostly in those preseason games. But again, those are games just to test out those players, you know, match them up, see how they, you know, kind of like relate to each other. This is the business end right now, people, yeah. I'm taking this as a trophy. If Pep Guardiola, all those years ago, yeah, people, Pep, yeah, if he was saying that this is a trophy, man, this is my trophy right now. Yeah, I'm looking on winning it. That's what I'm looking at. So Arteta, just go do your thing. Go do your thing. I have a problem with our defense right now. It's not really looking that good. Mosquera coming in down there because that's a likely replacement for Saliba down there, bro. But I have a problem with Mosquera, man. You know, I mean, you saw that Champions League final. You saw what happened down there, man. I'm not yet inspired. And in the transfer window, you know, Konsa, Kwanse. I mean, these are not names that should really, you know, shake people on the boots and make these enemies quake. But the thing there is that let's just go in and see what happens. I still believe that Arsenal have brought in some certain form of defensive cover in bringing in Bruno Guimaraes. So, I mean, the ops are not going to be seeing many of the of the ball possession to actually intrude into our defense in it. But let's see how that goes. And that's if Declan Rice is being paired with Bruno Guimaraes. I know we'll get into all that. You know, let's just go with the preamble and just look at it from the outside. I mean, Mali, what do you think, man?
I'm on the other side of the fence. Like, I don't care about this glorified preseason trophy. Blood, there's been international teams that have played in the Community Shield, so that's why I just don't care about it. Like, all I want to see is our first team players get a run out, get fit for the first game of the season, and I want to see something different from the style of play, because what we've been seeing in preseason, just a bit of the same from last season. Honestly, like, I know Saliba's out as well. That's going to be a problem. Ben White is giving me concerns. Honestly, like, I like Ben White, but that knee injury, man, you can see he has his aftermath, after effects. So I'm just ready for a competitive game. I just want to see something different from the team, and yeah, get some players fit and ready for Friday, man.
Kizzy, bro, Kizzy. I mean, I don't know. One thing I do know is that, I mean, you take it to this ops real bad. Yeah, I like what you did to that Liverpool fan, that twat that came on here chatting shit with you, bro. I like how you put him in his place. But this is not about the ops right now. This is about ManCity. Bro, Saliba missing, man. I have a problem with that. Do you have a problem with that, bro?
No,
Because
listen.
I don't think Mosquera is, bro, I don't think he's at it, bro. Do you think he's going to protect us come tomorrow?
Listen, for me, obviously, Saliba is a big miss. There's no denying it. You get me, yeah? He's a big miss. Big up Stricto, man. Come on, man. Big up Stricto every time, man.
All right, doing Stricto, big ups, man.
But listen, yeah, so obviously Saliba's a big miss. But for me, the best teams, when they miss their big players, they make up for it. Do you understand? When City are going ban for ban, winning league after league, and they're missing KDB, they're missing Haaland, they're missing these guys, they shut up and they get on with it. Because that's what champions do. Do you understand? Yeah. See if we was still challenging and we ain't got a league under our belt. I'm saying, oh yeah, now we got a league under. I don't care, bro. Saliba here or not, mash the work. It's as simple as that. Because at the end of the day, no one ain't just gonna give us anything. You know what I'm saying? We know we're the most hated. Say what you want as rival fans. You know what I'm saying? We win, they criticize us for winning. We lose, they criticize us for losing. So you can't win. Do you understand? So all I can say is the manager gets paid big money, yeah, to make sure that when you're missing these big players, we can get through the tough times. Do you understand? We played half a season without Saka last season. Yeah, we played half a season without Havertz, half a season without Odegaard. We still got a Premier League title. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, Saliba is a big miss. But considering the amount of defenders that this brother buys, we should be all right. The way I see it, for me personally, yeah, and I said this to Mali before, call me a bit of a madman if you want to call me a madman. For me, what I would do is I would move Ben White in one, play him at right centre-back. Call me a madman.
Oh, Ben White at right centre-back.
Yes.
That's a big ask, my bro.
Listen.
That's a big ask, my broski, man.
It is a big ask. But what I will say, yeah, is if you've got a Timber there, a Gabriel here, and a Hincapi there, you can make up for a guy like Ben White because you've got three guys that can cater for this guy. Do you understand? In terms of brute force. Do you understand? Hincapi, machine. Gabriel, machine. Timber, machine. Don't get me wrong. Ben White can be a bit shaky. But if you ask me, would I rather go and spend 60 million on Ezri Konsa or play Ben White at right centre-back? I'm playing Ben White all day. I don't care because 60 million for Ezri Konsa is a joke. Is a joke. Do you understand?
But again, Kizzy, that's the market we're in, though.
I do understand that.
I do understand. I'm bringing the conversation about the money into all this shit we're talking about, yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, bro, if you want quality, bring in quality. Let's forget about this money thing. Let's forget about this PSR
quality,
we're talking about. Yeah, again, Ben White is not going to do justice to that position, my bro. I think it's far gone in terms of his intensity. I don't think he's much of a brute like Saliba, a silent brute who's gonna, nick into those challenges, who's going to face it head on, or who has a very big time recovery set up on free motion. I don't think Benjamin White has that thing about him. And again, I think he's lost a few steps due to all these injuries that has grappled, his fitness levels. I don't think so. Look at him at right back. Yeah, he used to bump forward. When we're playing serious attacking football with Mikel Arteta in 2020, 2023, 2024 season, he was always bumping forward. You could see the sprint. You could see his athleticism, yeah, down there. But right now it's slowed up.
Yeah, but if you actually look at it, yeah?
No fight. Come on, man. We can't.
No, listen, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah?
I hear what you're saying, yeah.
Why aren't you going for Bastioni? Bastioni, yeah, it's freed up. Why don't you go for Bastioni? Spend the money. People, we have 750 million pounds burning a hole in our bank. Yeah, money we've made. Why don't we use it?
Yeah, but what you need to remember is, Tony, yeah, the one thing I will say to you, bro, is listen, it's all good and well spending money, yeah, but when you're a club like us who don't recuperate money, then you're gonna have a tough time continuously spending that money. It's all good and well earning 750 million, but when you're bringing in 35 million in player sales each window, what? Do you know what I'm saying? You can't just willy-nilly just keep spending 300-400 million when you're bringing nothing back through the door. This is why now you're hearing things like Wanyeri could possibly leave. Skelly could possibly leave. You want to know why? Because it's pure profit. It puts monies on the books. Do you understand? So now, the money that we are spending, the 300, 400 millions, if you recuperate 150 million between Wanyeri and Skelly, that's pure profit, it looks better on your books. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the biggest problem that Arsenal have. That's why Chelsea can continuously keep spending 300-400 million every window. You want to know why? Because guaranteed they're going to bring in 250 million pound in player sales. We don't do that. We don't do that.
You know what? Yeah, it's good you brought up this topic about player sales. Yeah, Mali, I don't know where you're on this one. Yeah, but look at Chelsea. They are selling their scrubs and bums. Yeah, they're clowns for 40 million. Look at Garnacho, bro. That bum, absolute scrub. Yeah. Getting his transfer, bro. Next season, Aston Villa will be paying 40 million pounds. Do you know how much Napoli is pricing Gabriel Jesus though?
17? Is it 17?
People,
bro. Yeah, but listen, bro, you know what that is? That comes down to
people. Do you know how much? Yeah. Do you know how much Gabriel Martinelli on a good day costs in the market though? Let's be frank, people. Yeah. If this Chelsea Smellos are telling us that Pedro, yeah, is going to amount to 70 million pounds, bruv. Yeah, 70 million people. Do the maths, yeah. And then Galatasaray is coming down to us and pricing us with 35 million pounds.
Yeah, but you want to know why that is, Tony? It's because of our record, bro. It's because of our history. When you've got a bad history of selling, you can't just come in the market and think that you're going to start shotting my man for 70, 80. It don't make sense. See these guys like Chelsea. It does. It does. Do you want to tell you why it matters?
It has to do with the value of the player, though.
No. But do you want me to tell you why it matters? Yeah.
Why?
You can't have a long history of letting man go on freeze, letting players run down their contracts, and then think you're just automatically going to pop out and start selling man for 70, 60, 70, 60. Don't get me wrong. Berta When he come in, that's what we wanted. As much as we wanted new players coming through the door, we wanted a man that was going to come in and actually get money for players that we no longer wanted. Yeah, because that's been our Achilles heel for a long time. How many players do you see Arsenal just get rid of? Run down the contract, terminate the contract. Tomiyasu, Tierney, Pepe, Aubameyang. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why Bertrand was brought in, by the way, though. I mean, that's why.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was brought in. But this is what I'm trying to say to you. So you can't just automatically have a history of selling bad, and then just because he's come in, automatically think it's just going to change like that. That's not how it works. What we're going to need to do, yeah, and this is probably why people like Ranieri and Skelly are supposedly being looked at, monitored on the market, because this is what you do, yeah? If you're going to do anything, you either got to sell a big star in your team,
or sell the homegrown.
You got to sell the homegrown youngsters that are worth a bit of dough. That's the only way that we're going to break our way into the market to the point where people look at us and say, yo, we can't take Arsenal for idiot. Because from time when we're shotting players like that now for big dough, you ain't coming in and taking fringe players for 30 million like a Jesus. Do you understand? Because let me tell you something now. See, if Jesus was at Chelsea, he ain't going for no less than 40 million pounds. He ain't going for no less than 40 million pounds, even as their fourth choice striker. He's 28 years old, 29 years old. They're getting at least 40 million for him. Listen, from what I'm hearing, they're about to get 120 million for Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez has been a scrub since he got to the Premier League. Don't get me wrong. He's had decent moments. I'm not saying he hasn't. He's had decent moments. But 120 million. They paid 105 for him. You're telling me he's increased in 15 million. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a bad player. But what I'm saying to you is there is no way on this God green earth Enzo Fernandez should be going for anywhere near 120 million. But
I mean,
there's two reasons.
I hear you, but the fact there is that he's going for that price. So why are there players here that are regarded as scrubs getting this kind of valuation in the market? I mean, you just said it by yourself that probably maybe you don't rate. I mean, it's past seasons, maybe 2 seasons ago, a season ago, maybe there's dwindling performances with Fernandez. I mean, Ratata, I get that. But again, why is their valuation? Even if their playing time doesn't justify the means they're getting now or the valuation they're getting now, yeah? Why can't our players be valuated in that way, in that manner? Like even a little bit, half of the valuation. Even a little
but this is what I'm explaining to you. Chelsea have got
them.
previous, bro. Chelsea have got previous. This is what Chelsea do. When Arsenal, this is not what you're known for, yeah? You're not just going to automatically start bringing money in through the door like it's willy-nilly and this is what you do. Chelsea, this is what Chelsea do. For the last 3-4 windows, 5 windows, Chelsea will spend 400 million and they will make 250 million. So really and truly, they've only spent 150 million. So people talk about, oh yeah, they spent 2 billion. How much have they actually brought back in through the door? They spent 2 billion, but they probably recuperated at least 600-700 million. So really and truly, it's only really a 1.3. It's still a lot, but when you break it down, they're still bringing stuff back in. When you look at Arsenal, we're spending 350 million in a window, and we're recuperating 40.
Yeah, do you
understand?
It's horrible.
That's where we're at now. That's our biggest problem. We now need to, it's either sell the young talent that are worth some money in the market, because all I ever hear about is, oh, they're buying potential. It's for potential and all this shit. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm hearing that Man United wants Skelly. I'm hearing people talk about 45 million. Well, for me, based off the current market, based on the fact that I've just seen Mateus Fernandez go for 85 million off back-to-back relegations, I ain't talking for less than 90. You know, like
less
that.
Than, exactly, bro. That's the level I'm on now. Yeah. If you want to come and prize any of Arsenal's, whiz kids, you have to be stomping up the cash. I'm talking 90.
So but you know what it is? It's hard for people to believe that because of our past history. So that's why you hear people throwing in the cheap shots about, oh yeah, well, if he's gonna leave Arsenal, we'll get him for 45 million. Listen, I heard the reporter say, the clubs themselves have apparently, put him in and around 45 million. How can the club put him in and around any price when they're not the selling club? You'll pay whatever the fuck I want. Not what you think that he's worth. You're gonna pay what I want. And this is what I'm trying to say to you, yeah? We need to get into that mode. Whether that's selling a big superstar in the team, not that we have many, but obviously we've got better players in the team. Whether that's selling, I don't know. Maybe they want to move on a Gyökeres. Maybe they want to move on a Zubamendi or someone that can recuperate money, yeah? That we've spent money on, innit? Yeah? And if they can do that, then you just slowly break the ice. Now other players, you'll start to see a domino effect of other players. Okay, Arsenal, that's the highest selling record now, yeah? Because what is it, like 35 million? Say if we were to sell...
million, and that was for Chamberlain to Liverpool.
Chamberlain, yeah. So say if we were to sell a Zubamendi for 70 million or something to a Real Madrid, because I'm hearing Real Madrid want a Zubamendi, yeah? Mourinho wants a midfielder. Say Zubamendi feels homesick and he wants to go to Real Madrid. Say we recuperate 80 million from him now. You better come with different prices now. From time when we've sold him for 80 million, the money's gone up. You get me? Yesterday's price is not today's price. It's a that thing. Bro. You get what I'm trying to say? So, like, for me, we just need to break that mold, innit? We're going to have to sell someone, whether it's young talent or one of the better players in the team, but someone needs to leave for it to start a domino effect where other players now, they're not just going to be lowballed. Do you understand? We're not just going to be lowballed. Like, once you sell a player that's worth money, for money, no one can now try and take you for an idiot. You're not going to lowball us. We did used to sell bad, but this is a different Arsenal now.
Bro, we still sell bad.
No, but I'm saying, no, we still would sell bad. That could be the start of the domino effect. You get what I'm trying to say? So
I hear.
It's one of them ones, but obviously for me, yeah, man, like we just need to change our game up. Like even when it comes to the transfers, I feel like we're now in a point of desperation. Do you understand? I feel like we've hit a point in the market now where we just want anyone. They want to try and get anyone to satisfy and please the fans. Because if they don't, they know what's going to happen. Do you understand? We know we're an emotional fan base, yeah? We want to see signings. They told us we're not going to stand still, yeah? For me personally, I don't know how you feel about this, Tony. But for me, that Vinny deal was a facade. For me, the way I see that Vinny deal, they wanted Rodgers all along. Chelsea come along and splash down money that we was never going to spend. Yeah, cool, I understand that. But then they diverted to Vinny. And I don't think they might have had conversations because they know he's on the last year of his deal. But I don't think that was a concrete target. Because if it was, he would have been in front of Rodgers. Do you understand? Let's keep it real now. If he was a concrete target, he would have been number one, not Morgan Rodgers. Do you understand? So for me, when I look at it, I'm saying to myself, there's something fishy about this Vinny thing, you know? Because when I look at it and I'm saying to myself, we went for Vinny, Arsenal exploring. Okay, you're in conversations. I'm hearing we've agreed personal terms. Okay. But then the man's gone for crunch talks at Real Madrid. The news has broke that it's positive conversations. Please tell me why the fuck there's not a bid been put down right then. From time when I heard Vinny Jr.'s had positive conversation, boom, money on the table. What positive conversations? You got a choice to make. Do you understand? It's either you want the money or you want Real Madrid. That's what I would have done because now the player, he's scrambling. You get me? That's how you show intent. You put money down, bro. You don't say, oh, this guy's my top target, that guy's my top target, and not put a bid down. How many bids did we put down for Bruno Gomes? 3, 4? Whether there was verbal bids or actual bids, it was like 3, 4. Oh, okay. So you showed intent. You wanted that player. So what's the difference between Vinny and Rodgers compared to Bruno?
See, we have to be very careful the way we talk about these things. Yeah, let's get it correctly. Vinicius Jr. is contracted to Real Madrid. He's still contracted to that football club. That was a club he got into at 18-year-old. Bro, he was an 18-year-old when he walked into that football club, my bro. Yeah, and he was still contracted to that football club. Arsenal don't want to be at the end of lawsuits, piling up for them when Real Madrid come calling and saying, you know what, you're tapping up our player. Yeah, so we don't want to be, because when you say, why aren't we going to just slapping that bid, it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you have to do the underground work with the player, making sure that the player really wants to come to the football club. Terms were agreed. And again, see, I simply look at that Vinicius Junior thing. Yeah, it's not a small screen. Arsenal was really into that thing. This is the thing, but it's a market opportunity. And when market opportunities just come up like that, you have to be at the end of it, because the biggest criticism of Arsenal Football Club as a football club that we've always had over these years is that Arsenal is not in the conversation for the big time players in the world.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. You can't be in the conversation for.
When have we been in the conversation for Kvaratskhelia, bro? When have we been in the conversation for even a player like Diamonde? We should be in the conversation of this, but we're not. So for once, when that conversation for Vinicius Junior, which is a very, very good one, there's a market opportunity. His contract wasn't being orchestrated well with Real Madrid, yeah. So of course, definitely, Arsenal was like, hey, you know what? Yeah, there's a chance to at least get, I mean, probably the best left winger in the world right now, and as it sits in it. So
yeah, but for me, you put a bid down, Tony. This is what I'm saying to you, bro. Like, obviously, you're saying to me, yeah, that obviously we wanted him, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna ask you, Tony, yeah. All right, cool. So now I'm gonna ask you, Tony. Let me ask you this question, yeah. Let me ask you this question. I don't know if you've got a girlfriend. I don't know if you've got a wife, but hopefully she don't take no disrespect.
I'm married.
You're married, okay. Yeah. But so you're not looking at no girls. But I'm just gonna give you this. I'm gonna give you this analogy. You're standing on the side of the road. A nice, beautiful lady walks past you. Yeah, she makes your eye twinkle. You're saying that. Oh, that's I like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a bit of me. Are you just gonna let her walk past you if you say, hold on a second, I like a bit of that? Are you just gonna let her walk past you and just carry on walking? Or are you gonna approach her and say, good evening, miss. How are you doing today? I see you walking by, you're so beautiful. What are you gonna do? Are you just gonna let her walk by? Or are you gonna approach her and say, miss, you look fine today. How may I help you? If you really like her, that is. If you really like her.
Broski, not when you know that she's got a man and her man is, you know, a very, very big top.
Well, no, because if she had a man, she ain't stopping. If she had a man, she ain't stopping.
In your area, bro. I mean, you know what you're dealing with then, bro. I mean, bro,
no, but listen,
we're talking about, my guy. These are the biggest barons, my bro. I mean, it is what it is. It's good to see the chick, and I mean, it's good to, you know, say what you want to say. I mean, ratata, I get that, my bro, man. If you're caught, I mean, you have to check. I mean, you have to check the sides, innit? Yeah, maybe that'll be a good one. You know, in the corners, in the corners of the streets. You know, I mean, maybe not around your area, but maybe in the corner somewhere else. Maybe that'll be more better. But the thing there is that, you know what? Yeah, I completely get what you're saying. Yeah. Go slap up the bid, make sure firm it.
Yeah, I mean, that's intense. That's intense.
I completely get it. But again, what's the need of femming it up with the football club, and then the player turns back and says, you know what, yeah, I've done my thinking, and you know what?
Yeah, but the whole time we knew, Tony, the whole time we stayed
like that. Like what happened? Then we'll be the laughing stock right now.
Yeah, we already was, Tony.
That bid yet. No one knows how much we really have. And again, even this going for Vinicius Junior now, other teams are not looking and saying, you know what, yeah, you got that Vinicius Junior money burning a hole in your pocket. So whenever we even going for, I mean, any player, I mean, in all these bigger teams, they're saying, hey, man, show us the Vinicius Junior money.
Okay, but guess what? Guess what?
That's why I have a problem in femming up that offer, because right now we can still deny and say, hey, we didn't have that money in negotiations table. We didn't slap a bid. Bro, we're worrying those conversations.
Yeah, but now you look more stupid. Now you look more stupid. Now you look. Yeah, but this is why now you look more stupid, though. You look more stupid, though.
Negotiations and get something. If we firmed up that offer, people will think that we got all the, you know, we got all the cheese, you know, in the bank right now.
Yeah,
and that's a position I don't want to be in.
Yeah, but listen, see now, yeah, but hold on a second, Mali. Before you go, yeah, I just want to say something. Now we look worse because now we look like a man that's got money, but he don't want to throw money. That's even worse. You get me? Yeah? Because when you're a man that's got money, you don't want to throw money, you're a tight bastard. Do you understand? It's it's a that thing. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. People say, oh yeah, if we would have thrown the money at Vinny, then the fact that we're even in the conversation and that we spent 2 weeks exploring, yeah? Exploring, as they say, Dora the Explorer, exploring the deal, yeah? 2 weeks. You wasted all of our time. If you knew that Vinny didn't want to come, why are you chasing him for 2 weeks?
No, we didn't know it was not going to come.
No.
It
But
was
Tony,
in a
Tony, it was made clear
contract
though.
problem.
No.
With
But listen, it was made clear from the start. It was made clear from the start that Vinny had said, if Real Madrid do not match my wage demands, he is willing to leave the club. That's what he said, right? So what it come down to, and this is what I'm trying to say, it's not necessarily Arsenal's fault, you know, because Real Madrid also, they went back on their promise. They promised Vinny that they wasn't going to raise the money. They wasn't going to give him an increase on the image rights and all of these things. And in the end, they realized that, hold on a second, Arsenal was serious here. They've laid down the foundations. They've shown intent to say, yo, if you're not signing that deal, we're ready to make you an Arsenal player. So in that case, I understand it, yeah? In terms of, we sold him the project, it got through to him. Do you understand? For the man to say, yo, if they don't meet my wage demands, I'm ready to get out of here and become an Arsenal player. Whatever they sold him, he liked. Do you understand? But see for a human, yeah? We're all humans, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You sold him the project now. You've sold him the project. But all that is words, yeah? All it is words. Okay. Now he's gone into the meeting with Real Madrid. He is still contracted to Real Madrid. We all know that, yeah? But he's also trying to get himself a better contract. Do you understand? They've gone in the room now, and after months and months of telling him, no, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. They've now gone back on their word because they've realized they've just gone and spent 120 million on fucking Yan Diamande. They know if they sell Vinny, whoever they bring in, it's another 130, 140. Do you understand? Yeah? So it's going to be even harder to replace Vinny than what it probably is to sell him. That's why they've gone back on their word and they've increased the money. They've increased the image rights because now they're going to try and do everything to keep Vinny at Real Madrid because of where the market's at. But this is where I'm saying Arsenal now, don't get me wrong, selling him the project, him understanding what he could possibly become at Arsenal, I understand. But you see me, from time I've heard that he's had positive conversations with Real Madrid. I don't give a shit if everyone else knows that I got the money. You want to know why? Because the fact that I've been in conversations and exploring a deal, it means man know that I got money. So now, instead of man knowing that I've got money, let me go and put the money down on the table for this guy. You want to know why? Because when he comes out of that room and he knows that Arsenal has slapped down 140 million, it's no longer just words. It's not just small talk that they're giving me. They're showing me intent. They're showing me they want me to become the face of their brand. Yeah, because I can tell you many things. Who's to say it's going to come true?
No,
if
but
I show you what I do
can
and
look
what
at
I'm
it the
about,
other way around. If Arsenal goes in and slap that bid, it only helps Vinicius Jr. as a player be on a very strong negotiation point in renewing his contract with Real Madrid. So you're actually helping the player. And again, don't get it twisted. That player loves Real Madrid, bro. There's no love for Arsenal. Guys, let's get this correctly. There's no love for Arsenal. Yeah, he doesn't love Arsenal. He loves
we had
Real
to throw the
Madrid.
bag at him.
His
We had
intent
to
was
throw the
to
bag at
stay
him.
at Real Madrid. So if Arsenal go slap that deal, slap up, put up the cash, go bid for him, it actually helps him. It's actually better the way we actually did it. Yeah, because there's absolute deniability in everything, number one. And number two, you're not tapping up on the player, number two, because it's contracted to Real Madrid. That's number two. And number three, it's easy to just target it from the sidelines. And when things go wrong with them, tap, tap, boom, you get it. But again, we're just unlucky with that scenario, I mean, he loves Real Madrid, end of story, And they upped their offer and he wanted to stay. So, I mean, it is what it is. But my biggest problem with Arsenal is that when you're going for such a big time target like that, when you fail in such targets, your rebound needs to be, come on, bro. Now I'll spin the block.
We're not getting anywhere near remotely close to that level, though.
I'm gonna spin the block with you right now. When you're walking on the street, you have a girl, she's cute, and all that, and you're on the verge of a breakup, come on, man, when that breakup comes, and you see a girl, that is, maybe probably more better with the BBLs, or I don't know whether you're into BBLs, but maybe she comes with a park, innit, bro? You would drop your girl, yeah? If you have a problem with her and you think that, oh no, this is not going the way I want it, yeah? And it's going away. You're gonna break up with her and go with a girl that has a cute face and that's BBL. How about that? Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. But you know what? Yeah, Arsenal haven't done that. When you go so high, yeah, for a target like Vinicius Jr., bro, your rebound has to come with the BBLs. How about that? Your rebound has to come with the BBLs and the cute face. How about that? And
yeah, but everything we're gonna get now. Listen, listen. Let me tell you something now. Yeah.
How about that?
Tony. Let me tell you something now. See the things that we're getting now. The things that we're getting now ain't no one else trying to touch, bro. Do you understand?
BBLs, man.
It's one of them ones. The guy that we're on now, enough man done run through and like, brother, this. Nah, man. Do you understand? This is what I'm saying. This is why I would rather make myself look like a fool in trying to go all out for the big John instead of now I'm here scrambling over a girl that I'm not even into. But now because I'm desperate, I need something. You understand? That's where we got to now. It's desperation. We need something. You get me? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Nice. Yeah. Is it that thing? Because listen,
I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
But this is what I'm trying to say to you. See the nice that I'm looking for. I'm going to now have to drop my levels. I'm going to have to drop my standards because there's nothing left. I'm looking around and I'm scoping. I'm saying, yo, the pool for the gallon right now is not at my level, but I need something. I'm hungry. I'm starving. Do you understand? I need to eat. I need to eat. You get me? And this is what I'm going to say to you. Like, for me, obviously, everyone has their opinion in it. But for me, I would have just liked to have seen us show a bit more intent in that transfer, in it. Like, if you want him, put the money down. Like, just listen, it may make you look like an idiot. It may now, you know, if you're getting in for other players, you might have to pay that extra 20, 30 million. I understand it. But I would have rather have made myself look like a fool putting money down and not getting the player than not putting money down at all, going back and forth thinking that we're going to get this guy for 2 weeks for him to go and do what we thought he was going to do anyway. Do you understand?
You know what? I also think that Arsenal have learned their lessons with bidding for, full-fledged Real Madrid players. I mean, you guys remember when we were being linked with Rodrigo, innit? 2 seasons ago, a season ago. You guys remember, Mali? You remember that, yeah? When we're all out for Rodrigo, all in the news, yeah? This is the thing about going for Real Madrid players, yeah? Real Madrid are the big dogs. Let's don't forget this in this conversation. They are the big dogs, yeah? Players who are there want to stay there. They want to make history there. They want to win trophies down there, yeah? When we were up for Rodrigo, we didn't even bid for him, number one. We had to first go get in contact with the player. Do you know what the player told us? He said, hey, I want to stay at Madrid. Two seasons back to back being linked with Rodrigo. He said, I'm sorry, I don't want to come to Arsenal, bro. I want to stay at Real Madrid. So
yeah, but you know what that is? That's comfortable. That's comfortable. That's what that is.
Bid for the player, with Real Madrid, and then the player comes to you and says, you know what, yeah, I don't want to make that move. The same thing Gabriel Martinelli has just done to Galatasaray. Galatasaray have come in, slapped in a bid for Martinelli, yeah, good. They threw in a bid for Martinelli, no problem. Martinelli's campus come out and said, you know what, yeah, guys, I ain't going to Galatasaray. I'm not going there, bro. What do you have to do? Now, who looks like the shitty guy right now? It's Galatasaray. Because you're coming in for a player, you've shook a bid for a player that doesn't even like your football club.
I think this see this here. Obviously, I don't want to badmouth the club, yeah. But at the same time, I have to speak on what I see.
That's my guy.
Yeah,
see, guys, subscribe to Kizzy Talk Sports. These are real people, yeah, real people. Mali, Kizzy, real people. Subscribe if you're from my channel. Hey, listen. If you're from my channel, subscribe to this channel, yeah. These guys are doing a great job out there, yeah. Big ups. If you're from my channel, subscribe to this channel, yeah, people. Big ups.
Come on, big up Tony every time, man. But listen, obviously, we spent 40 minutes, speaking about our frustrations and whatnot, yeah. It's just, listen, it's typical Arsenal, you get me, yeah. But let's get into the game tomorrow. Obviously, we're coming off the back of a pre-season where we've lost 2 games on the bounce. 3-1 against Betis, 3-2 against Dortmund. I don't know how you lot feel. Me personally, when I look at pre-season, I'm not necessarily looking for results. I'm looking for patterns. I'm looking for repetition. And I'm looking for players to come through pre-season unscathed, fit, and healthy, yeah? I'm not necessarily looking for us to be smashing, man, 6-7-0. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see it, yeah? Who don't want to see their team win 6-7-0? But at the same time, you need to understand not only are players coming back at different times, but it's also a season off the back of a World Cup. So, you know, these players are not going to be at peak performance. And if, listen, I'll be honest with you. If your players are at peak performance in preseason, you've got a problem. You've got a problem. Yeah. I don't know what anyone tells you, but players at peak performance like that in preseason, that normally means burnout. Do you understand? They'll burn out quicker. Yeah. Normally, preseason is about getting fit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And actually getting yourself in the motion to get to full fitness. You don't necessarily come into the season fully fit. You want to get yourself, you know what I'm saying? You take yourself on the mission, and by the time January comes, and that January, February, that's when you're in the rhythm, and you know what I'm saying? It's the home straight. You get what I'm trying to say? But for me, tomorrow, this game, it's not like the other games. This game tomorrow, for me, we need to set down a precedent tomorrow. Do you understand? We need to lay down a marker. Yeah? And I know there's this hoodoo about, normally the team that wins the
that's that big
Community
hoodoo,
Shield.
innit?
You get what I'm trying to say? Normally the team that wins the Community Shield don't go on to win the league. We better break that hoodoo this season. Do you understand?
Exactly, man.
We better break that hoodoo this season. Tomorrow, when we go to Wales, I want to see us lay down a marker. Do you understand? Maresca, it's not Pep that we're playing. We're playing against Maresca and a new City team. Arteta, lay down the marker. Let the brother know if he's going to come and try and take your title, he better bring a fucking army. It's as simple as that. Him, the players, and an army. Because for me personally, don't get me wrong, I want to win the Premier League, yeah? But that Champions League is what I really, really want. I'm not going to lie to you. After last season, penalties, heartbreak, you know what I'm saying? It's nasty to go out that way, innit? And that's the one I'm really chasing. But when I look at the Premier League, for me, when I look at the landscape of the Premier League, I think 5 of the big 6 clubs all got new managers. Or should I say 4? Well, 3 of the big 6 clubs have got new managers that have started this season, and 2 started about 4 to 6 months ago. So really, they're new, innit? Yeah. But between all the other 19 managers in the league, none of them have won a league title in England.
I know, they're all bums, the clowns.
You understand?
I mean, let's get that straight up, bro. They're all bums, yeah. None of them have won a Premier League.
So now I'm looking at Arteta and I'm saying to Arteta, yeah, I might have my doubts and whatnot about you, even though you did win the Premier League, because I can't lie to you, you've scarred me more time than you've given me good times. Do you understand? And people can't forget. Do you understand? I'm human. I can't forget. You know what I'm saying? And for me, this season, Arteta needs to show people who runs this fucking league, bro. Do you understand? This season, show these people whose time it is. Do you understand? Because it's our time now. Do you understand? I think as fans, we believe it. Don't get me wrong. I know the transfer window has been a bit underwhelming, but I've still heard a lot of Arsenal fans say, even without the big name signings, we still got enough to win the league. So if that's how we all feel, for me, lay down that marker tomorrow. Do you understand? Because these are your closest competitors. Man United might gas up the thing and talk about they're going to be here and do this. Forget about it. Liverpool, they might try to run at them out and forget about it. Chelsea, they run at them out every year and they're still not there. They've been trying to, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be there.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, Kizzy, you know what? Yeah, I don't even want to hear you chat about Chelsea. Come on, guys. Really, bringing in a bunch of ancestral spirits into your football club is going to come and chat with us. Bro, you people got me fucked up. See, Chelsea fans, people, if you know me and know my channel, I hate Chelsea. I don't like Chelsea. I don't like those mans. I hate them. Yeah, people, really, I don't like Chelsea. Yeah, go Enjoy with your ancestral spirits, yeah, that you've got it. Man is getting Henderson and all this ancestral, bro. F that shit, bro. See, people, we're winning the league this season. I don't care what this man's are talking about. Yeah, we're winning the league. See, people, yeah, look, yeah.
Punch him up, Tony.
Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal is not doing quite well in the window. I completely get that. That Vinny thing really, put the wool out of our eyes. I completely get that. But you know what? Yeah, I'm looking all around me. I'm looking at Liverpool. What this man signed, bro? That's not the winning manager, bro. Bro, clowns, absolute clowns. I'm looking at Chelsea and I'm like, okay, King Dent, what have you done? Okay, good. You took away Morgan from our grasp. Can we get that? Yeah, that's a 5 over 10. But you know what, Chelsea? That's all, bro. You just got Morgan and some couple of crackhead end of charity, bro. Old man's home, bro. See, people, we're not doing this, yeah. Chelsea is out of the equation. Manchester United, you know what? Yeah, they had a good end to the season last season, but bro, there's a difference when man is playing in Champions League, playing the FA Cup, playing in the Premier League, and all these other, Man United. The day of reckoning is coming this season. Your day, your judgment day, it's coming. It's coming, people. Yeah. So all this noise Man United fans are making, your judgment day is coming. No problems. ManCity, this is your training day. Yeah. Your training day starts tomorrow. Maresca is a bum. I said it. Man has not won any, people. Don't get me started. Yeah. Man has not won any domestic trophies here, bro. Yeah. I don't respect any of all these crap trophies. This Club World Cup they're talking about, bro. That's not a trophy. That's a summer trophy, people. If you've not won a domestic cup, bro, I don't want to hear you speak. Maresca, tomorrow is your training day. Yeah. I want to see what you got with ManCity. When you were with Chelsea, you know what we used to do to you? Smash you up. That's what we used to do. Pause. Yeah. So you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be very, very simple. Yeah. I don't think Maresca is at that level. People, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to break your heart, City fans. I don't think Maresca is at that level, bro. People don't know what it means to lose Pep Guardiola. And again, I saw this argument between you and this Liverpool fan. Yeah, I have a problem with that guy. Yeah, I have a problem, bro. If I'm with that guy, I will start scrapping people. I will start fighting, bro. Yeah, because I mean, Kizzy was telling him about Pep Guardiola and the character of Pep Guardiola, bro. Without Pep Guardiola, this man's don't win these leagues. This man's don't dominate anything, people. Pep Guardiola is ManCity. Yeah. Now that man is off, bro. That man is nowhere near.
Yo, if they lose Rodri as well,
even Rodri's leaving them, bro. They've lost all the champions. They've lost all the soldiers, people. Come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? Yeah. Pep is off, bro. Maresca is no Pep. This man is no Pep. So that's why I'm going into the season chilling, sipping on something, drinking something. You see, people, we're gonna be relaxing, man.
Spill your juice, man.
I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be relaxing this season, yeah, because I'm not even that crazy about the market. I'm not mad about it because I'm looking at all our rivals, people, and they've not strengthened enough. They've not gotten the money up. They've not gotten the assets up to actually talk to man at all, bro. I'm not afraid domestically. By the way, in the Champions League, that's where I now have a bigger problem.
That's where we're on the same page.
Teams are now building up on the blocks. People like Real Madrid are now looking at and saying, you know what? Yeah, we failed. Yeah, and as a big team, what do you do when you failed? I mean, you put the money up, yeah, and you start doing great business. Now they've brought in Diamonde. I mean, they just resigned Vinicius Jr. to a big contract in it, and General Mbappe is still down there. So, I mean, they've kept their core and they've also improved on it. So that's a big one. I don't think Arsenal would just go on and just smash Real Madrid. That would be a very, very big ask in the Champions League this season. And when you look at teams like Bayern Munich, they've not even sold their big wigs. They were able to keep their core intact They still have Diaz. I mean, they still have Olise, who was to go down to Real Madrid, but somehow they still kept him down there at Bayern, which is a very, very big advantage for them, because they're going to be more competitive next season when they come into the Champions League. It's harder for Arsenal now to win the Champions League now, because I don't think we've done enough business to actually take on Europe right now, unless a different left winger comes in from now to the end of the transfer window. If a big time left winger don't come, I don't see us doing much in the Champions League in terms of winning it, because every other top European club have been able to, even Barcelona, bro. I mean, they scooped up Gordon. I mean, they have World Cup winners coming down there. Rodri's coming down there. So all these other top European clubs have been able to, recruit the best and build and forge something different for them. So this year's Champions League is going to be a big ask. But one thing you need to know is, forget about Europe,
Domestically,
we're running this month, that in our own home turf, we don't joke. We want to win our home turf. Forget the foreign wars, Forget winning wars in all these other places. We need our fucking war to be won in England, Respect. I want this man to respect me in England, people, and that's what I want, We need to be on some domination thing, and with that, people, I mean, we're married. Saliba will be coming back. I think Bukayo Saka, the spotlight is on him this season. He would likely come and give us a very big shift down there on the right-hand side, although it still depends on how Noni Madueke his whole thing. I mean, when he comes to replace Bukayo Saka, what's his mentality? He needs to step up. The spotlight is on him too, in terms of if he doesn't give us a good season, he might be the one leaving next season. Martinelli, I don't know for whether we should sell him this season. I'm still looking at it like, if you're not getting in a big-time left winger, he has to stay. If you're not getting a big-time left winger, Martinelli has to stay. I'm sorry, man, because I'm not going to be short on that left wing when we do need someone to come in place of Charles. So
ask Mali.
It's what it is, isn't it?
Ask Mali what I said to him about a week and a half ago. I said to him, listen, I can see us coming out of this window with Martinelli and Solis as the left wingers. Soon as that Vinny deal, soon as I heard positive conversations had happened between him and Real Madrid, I said to Mali, it's a Martinelli and Solis thing. We're running it. Because there's now, listen, you're not getting anywhere near remotely close for what you was exploring. Do you understand? They're trying to quote Barcola for 140 million. If someone at Arsenal's hierarchy says we want to spend 140 million on Barcola, slap the shit out of them. Do you understand? Barcola, for me, I'm not paying 140 million. People might have their opinions and that, but listen, this is my personal opinion. I don't rate Noni Madueke at all. But I'll tell you one thing. You put Noni Madueke in that PSG team, he's getting Bradley Barcola numbers. It doesn't matter how shit he is. Do you understand? And people can tell me, nah, I'm telling you right now. Put Noni Madueke in that PSG team and he's getting Bradley Barcola numbers. And people saying, oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. Madueke is playing in a team where he's a right winger, but he's playing at right wing back. Yeah.
I mean, when he was playing in PSV, I mean, he did numbers there, innit? When he played in PSV, innit?
See when your wingers are playing as wing backs the way we do, because Arteta wants to defend. The structure is all about defending. This is what I was saying to Rory and Mali the other day. Do we actually
shout out Rory?
Big up Rory every time. I said to them, do we actually have the best defense in Europe? Or is it we have the best defensive structure in Europe in terms of the whole 11 off the ball? You know what I'm saying? Moving side to side, you know what I'm saying? Closing down, stepping up together. Yeah, we may have the best defensive structure. But if we're to go man for man up against the best attackers in world football, I think we get ripped apart. I'm not going to lie. That's why I feel like I don't necessarily think we have the best defense in Europe. I think we have the best defensive structure in terms of the whole team off the ball. Do you understand? We don't defend in ones. We defend in a pack. Do you understand? We defend as a pack. Yeah? So the way I see it is, for me, Arteta's biggest thing this season is not necessarily bringing in a £100 million player from there, £100 million player. His biggest problem this season is playing a better brand of football. Do you understand? Yeah? His biggest, if he can, and I'm not going to say completely pivot away from what you're doing, but if you can find your form of 2023 and 2024 and mix it with your form of 2025, 2026, we will take over this whole fucking league. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If we can mix this,
Kizzy, I hear you, but I'll have to go against you with this one. Yeah, I don't think that's Mikel Arteta's biggest thing to do this season to actually change our style. I mean, that's just feeding into this rivals' opinions, because their opinion of our football club is that we cheated our way into winning the league. That's what they're all saying. Yeah, they're saying we play haram football or whatever. I'm not going to feed into that energy. Yeah, you don't win the Premier League by not playing football. You played football and you won the league. But this is why I differ with you. I differ with you in that the biggest challenge this season for Mikel Arteta, it's not about his playing style. It's about keeping the crop of players we have right now. Keeping the crop of players. Listen, guys, keeping the crop of players we have right now fit throughout the season, both in Champions League, both in the Premier League, both in domestic cup competitions and in Carling Cup. It's going to be harder when some of these guys all leave the football club, like Martinelli, Jesus. Then you'll be having a problem on who you to bring in those Carling Cup games when you need to really rest one or two big-time players. You now see that you have to use some of your big-time players in your first 11 to still play in those Carling Cup and FA Cups. And that's a bigger problem. So how big is our squad depth? And number two, do you think that injury that blighted our season last season is going to come showing up this season? That's the biggest challenge. Bro, Kizzy, Mali, Odegaard, bro, our captain in our football club. Bro, man did not even play half of the Premier League season, bro. We're here. No, seriously, guys. Yeah? Bukayo Saka, bro. Look at his numbers, bro. We still won that league last season. The biggest problem is keeping this crop of players fit enough to be able to see another day and play fit. If we keep them fit, we'll win this league easy. It's not about the playing style, because on a good day, we can defend, get one or two goals and defend, and we seal the win. It's okay. We don't need to change anything. Just keep winning. That's my own. Keep winning. That's all. But you must be able to keep this group of players injury-free. That's my own thing.
I do understand what you're saying in terms of keeping. I do understand what you're saying in terms of keeping the players fit. But if there's one thing I will say that they've done correctly, which was addressed last season, is we brought in enough bodies to the point where if we do have an injury crisis, listen, people need to remember we did have injuries last season, you know, but because we done what we was meant to do in the market in terms of bringing bodies in, no one actually realized we got through certain games. Do you know what I'm saying? We was missing Saka for what? 4 or 5 months. Odegaard for 4 months.
3 months.
For 3 months. Marino for 3 months. Do you know what I'm saying? There was big players that missed a chunk of the season last season. Let's not go on like we didn't have injuries. But guess what? They done what they needed to do in the market in terms of, see, last season. Last season wasn't necessarily about quality, you know. It was more depth. Do you understand?
It's more about depth.
It was more about depth. Whereas this season was meant to be about quality, enhancing the quality and the ability levels of the squad. Cool. We haven't been able to do that. Yeah. In terms of getting the better players, i.e. your Vinnies, your Rodgers, whatever we was looking at, especially on that left side. Because for me, our biggest problem coming into this season was that left side. I don't know about you, but I wanted a whole new left side. I want Trossard gone. I wanted Martinelli gone. Even though Trossard put numbers up on the board, I understand it. But when it's your time to leave, it's your time to leave. You left with a Premier League title, a Champions League runner-up medal. You've overstayed your welcome in my eyes. Thank you very much, Leo. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? You're a cult hero. but it's time to move on. Same thing with Martinelli. You know what I'm saying? It's now time to move on. We're trying to evolve. Do you understand? We're now trying to go from a very good team to an elite team that is not just winning the odd Premier League. We're trying to go on a domination now. We want 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand? We don't just want it to be one and done. We want it to be 5, 6. That's where we're trying to get to. But for me, this season, like I said, obviously you're saying it's about keeping the players fit. I do understand that bit, yeah. I definitely do understand that bit. But I also believe, one, the style of football, it needs to enhance, yeah. If we're gonna make it easier for ourselves to win games, we can't have our right wingers playing as wing backs, bro. Saka can't be going on a 40-yard long busting run to try and score a goal and then have to run back 5 seconds later the 50, 60 yards to get back into position. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's how a man's gonna get injured. That's how he will get injured.
I mean, I hear you. And then you have to ask yourself that question. How many times was Bukayo Saka fit enough to even do that, though? Even
but then that's down to the manager, Tony.
That right back. How many times was he fit enough
that's down to the manager not using and believing in his squad. That comes down to the manager not believing in his squad and not using his squad to the best of his ability. Let's be honest now. Two things can be right. Two things can be right.
I hear you. I completely hear you. But again, see, this is a very gray area in the whole thing. Yeah. Again, that's why I say, we have to keep our players fit. That's number one. No matter the kind of depth we bring in, and again, this is where it comes into your own argument. If the manager doesn't somehow, for some reason, kind of like just rotate the team in a very seamless way, we're gonna have these problems, bro. We're gonna have conversations mid-season when these players break down. Because it's gonna be it's gonna be a big thing. Because right now I'm looking at Declan Rice here and the minutes man has played, bro. Man has played how many minutes, bro?
But that's down to your manager. This is what I'm saying to you, Tony. Bro, that's down to your manager. That's down to your manager. Just consistently just keep using him and using him and using him. Listen, don't get me wrong. I never wanted Norgard. But what's the point in bringing in Norgard if he's going to make his first start in the Premier League in the game that you win the league at Selhurst Park? Game week 38, he made his first start in the Premier League. What's the fucking point in bringing him? What was the point? What was the point?
I hear you. I hear you. But again, if you're starting a league game and man is putting Nodgaard rather than starting with Zubimendi, Rice,
no, I hear that.
And whatever is put in down there, I mean, you will be the first person to complain. Why is this freaking manager?
No. But I'm not saying play Norgard at Anfield. I'm not saying play Norgard at Anfield, play Norgard at the Etihad. But hold on a second. When you're going to play Wolves at Molineux, when you're going to play Burnley at Turf Moor, when you're going to play who else? Who else was in the league last season?
I mean, Wolves. I mean, all these bomb teams. I completely get you. But you know what? That's why that midfield, that's why the whole terrain in our midfield has changed right now. Enough of all these bomb players. Thank you, Nodgaard, whatever. Good for you. Thanks, you've gotten what you wanted. Thanks, Ratata. Good, no problem. Right now, look at our bench. Look at the depth we have in that midfield now. People, if you're not gone slinging, this season, you're out of that midfield, bro. I want to see elite players all over. Like Nodgaard, we all know Nodgaard's level. Man is not, to be very sincere, man is not on Zubimendi level. Man is not on Bruno Gomares level. Oh. Man is not on Merino's level. People, let's not do that. Let's not do that down here. Right now, what we have right now in our midfield, we have certain players that are almost equal in terms of their quality.
Oh, Tony's in the gulag group, but I don't know what happened there.
Down. The Premier got him still. The FA got him.
Yeah, let me. I don't even know what happened there, but I just jolted my table, my camera dropped. Listen, people, while we wait for Tony to refresh on that, because obviously Yeah, he's just, I don't even know what's happened there. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel, man. I don't know how many likes we got, but listen, mods them, govern the chat. You get me? Tony's back. Tony's back. You get me? It's a little,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
little
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. See, guys, yeah, we now have that midfield, yeah. I mean, when you're looking at the midfield we have right now, you're looking at certain players in that midfield that have certain kind of skills that they bring. Might be different, but they are of some certain kind of level. Merino, World Cup winner, European Championship winner. Bro, man, I just won the World Cup, yeah? Man is still down there. Whether I like it or not, we can use him offensively or use him in midfield, no problem, people. We have Zubimendi. First season, yeah. I mean, there was a drop-off, at the tail end of last season. This is just his first season, bro. And people are all judging Martin Zubimendi, bro. In his first season, bro. Man has not seen this kind of volume of games ever in his life. What are we doing? Yeah? So we still have that. We still have Zubimendi down there, yeah, people. Declan Rice will be coming back. I don't know the version of Declan Rice will be getting back. This is the problem. Because man has played all these games in the World Cup. I mean, a very strenuous season in the Premier League. That's problematic, people. Yeah? So I don't know what we're getting. But if we can be able to keep him fit, that's a +1 you have down there. Bruno Guimaraes, cool. I mean, we now have this set of players that we can now really count on. And, of course, Eze, cherry on the top. We can use him on the left-hand side. I mean, that's one good thing about it. We can always use him to drift down the left-hand side, or could just put him at the top of that midfield diamond when we want to go on an all-out attack, or we need to get a hat-trick over Tottenham Hotspur. So I'm cool with my midfield. I'm totally cool with my midfield. I'm just very wary about our attack right now, and Saliba not being there in the first few months. That's just the only problematic thing. Apart from that, we all good. But again, this is a big conversation. I want to know what you two think. Victor Osimhen. People, yeah, that's a big one, because I'm not totally confident going into the Premier League season with Victor Gyökeres as my main guy, as the only option. I mean, I want to hear what you guys think before I jump into that one.
Listen, obviously, for me, if you know me, then you know I was a big advocate for Victor Gyökeres. Obviously, I watch a lot of Championship football, innit? Yeah. So I was watching him Coventry days when he was on loan at Swansea and whatnot. Like, I've known about Victor Gyökeres for a little while. Do you understand? Before Sporting, yeah. And for me, before he come, you know what I'm saying? There was promising signs. Obviously, listen, this notion that every number 9 has to be R9, Jogger Benito, silky touch, nice little drop the shoulder. Not every striker has to be like that, bro. Alan Shearer weren't built like that. You get me? The man that scored the most goals in the Premier League era in Alan Shearer. Tell me how many times Alan Shearer dropped the shoulder, Cruyff turned, slapped it, top bin. Not many. You get me? Yeah. He might score the odd, banger, but he's a fox in the box. Give him the ball in and around that 18-yard box, and you're dead. Do you understand? Yeah. And for me, I'm not saying that Gyökeres is Alan Shearer. I'm not saying that. But when you have a striker that isn't technically at the level as to say your other players in the squad, you now need to play to your striker's strengths. Do you understand? Yeah. And for me, in the first half of the season, we did not do that. The manager did not do that. He didn't play to Gyökeres' strengths. Yeah. And I'll just give you the common knowledge. Look at the first half of the season and look at the second half of the season. The back end of the season, your manager changed his style. He went from touchline wingers to inside forwards. Do you understand? The players were no longer hugging the touchline. Look at the game that we played against ManCity. If you watch the game that we played against ManCity, tell me how many times the players were hugging the touchline. There was none of that. There was none of that. The wingers were tucked in. The number 10 was behind him. Not at City, sorry. But see the way we play against City. That's the way we need to play with Gyökeres. That's the way we played against Fulham as well. Yeah, when he changed the style. You get me? He moved these players from being touchline wingers and he tucked them in. The attacking line, the attacking six was more of a compact. It wasn't a square, it wasn't a rectangle, but it was a funny shaped box that worked. Do you understand? It worked. Yeah. And that's when we got into the rhythm and we went on and we won the league. Do you understand? Yeah. If you can use that formation, or not necessarily that formation, but if you can somehow get that and apply it to Victor Gyökeres, I think he's shown. Listen, I'm not saying that he's R9. I'm not saying he's Haaland. I'm not saying he's Harry Kane. But give him the ball and he'll score goals, bro. The guy, listen, say what you want, yeah? But the guy doesn't score over 100 goals in 3 seasons, yeah? If he's a shit striker. I don't care what league. Listen, take it from someone that's played football, that played as a number 9, that played as a striker. The hardest thing to do in the game is score goals. It don't matter what league you're in. You could be in the fucking championship. You could be in League 1. You could be in League 2. The hardest thing to do is score goals in football. And that's why the guys that play striker get the big bucks. Yeah? Because it's the hardest thing to do on a consistent level. Last season, first half of the season, you can definitely say he was nowhere near the level. Yeah, cool. He scored about 5, 6, 7 goals, but everything was off. The touch was off. The link up was off. The understanding of the teammates was off. There was no one like, bro, in the first half of the season, it looked like the players weren't even trying to pass to him. You get me? I can look.
But would that be based on? Would that be based on they don't really trust him?
Yes,
it could definitely be that. It could definitely be misses from him. I don't really feel that they really trusted him to.
I do hear that, yeah. I do hear that, but this is what I'm trying to say to you. This is where confidence, comes into it. Yeah, when a man's low on confidence, you're not going to get the best out of a player. Yeah, when you look at the second half of the season, what happened? The players were giving him the ball.
Yeah, the ball.
At any point, they were giving him the ball. It's get the ball to Gyökeres. He's going to bring us into the game. He's going to get us up the pitch. Because you want to know why? Because the manager laid down a foundation where all of these players that didn't understand the striker, they now understand the striker. Yeah?
Yeah.
He's not R9. He's not Messi. He's not Ronaldo. He's not going to chop and bang, 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 beat 3 man and slap it top bins. No. You might have to walk him to the water well. But you best damn know once he gets to that water well, he ain't going to stop fucking drinking. And you ain't going to have to help him drink. Do you understand? Yeah? You might have to carry him to the water well. But by the time you get to that water well, he ain't going to need you to help him drink. He knows how to drink. Do you understand? And this is what I'm trying to say to you. Sometimes you just need to understand. And cool. It could also come down to Gyökeres at the same time. I'm not putting it all on the manager. But what I'm trying to say to you is in the second half of the season, Gyökeres swallowed his pride, pause. The manager swallowed his pride. And together, we created something that allowed us to go on and win the Premier League and get to a Champions League final. It's as simple as that. You get me? It's not rocket science. The proof is in the pudding. Towards the back end of the season, whatever we was doing with him and whatever the manager created, it worked. Remember, we went to
it worked. That because we won the Premier League. If we didn't win the Premier League, I think the spotlight would be on him too, though.
Yeah, but I don't
how many goals have you scored? That again, I'm not trying to discredit anything. I'm just trying to say, if it went the other way around, you wouldn't be speaking this stuff about the situation.
Yeah, but I guess we'll never know,
You're
Tony.
You're about other options right now, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, what if things turned differently last season? Yeah, we didn't win the Premier League. Yeah, what would be your thoughts on Gyökeres?
I want everyone gone.
I would like to have everyone gone. Point of my attack. I want everyone or would you say, hey, I need other options?
Who? To help me win the league. Listen, if we hadn't won the league last year, I want everyone gone. The manager included. Get him gone. Do you understand? I want everyone gone. Factory reset. Get him gone. Do you understand? Get him out. The only person that could have stayed last season, or the only people that I would have wanted to see this season, if we didn't win the league, Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Saka, and Max Dowman. The rest of them could get gone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Including the manager. Berta as well. Berta's the only one. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. For me, obviously, like I said, you can answer that question, but in the words of Kanye West, I guess we'll never know. I
We
guess we'll
I
never
guess
know.
we never know.
You
My G, my
know what I'm
brother.
saying? I guess we'll never know. So it's
Guess
one
we
of them
never
things where,
know.
yeah,
See,
I'm saying.
people, I've enjoyed my time. See, bro, man, you know what? Yeah, it takes me time to build some certain kind of rapport with podcasters. I've never worked with Kizzy before, but I mean, I've really enjoyed my time here. It's just like I've worked with this brother a long time. So,
Well, listen,
I
we're an
mean,
hour
big
and
ups,
15
Mally,
minutes in, and we
big
ain't even
ups,
going into the
Kizzy.
game
I mean,
yet, so we must be
enjoyed my
enjoying
time here,
ourselves.
man. This is great.
You get me?
But see, people, yeah, I don't know. Kizzy is going all with this Jokeres thing, but you know what? Yeah, I'm a guy of options. I mean, I don't know about you, but I like getting options out there, my guy. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I mean, some guys might like the BBLs.
Yeah, but listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
So,
Yo, the more the
we gotta
merrier.
go for
The
slim
more the
things
merrier.
too. I mean, people,
Hey,
what's
what's
life
better than
without
one girl?
these options?
No, but
Yeah,
respectfully,
I mean, the slim
what's better than
ones are
one
also
girl,
good
two
too.
girls?
You
You
know,
get me? It's a that thing. So
see,
for
people,
me,
I'm all up for
listen.
the options. How about that? See, people, yeah, this links to Victor Osimhen. Let's just have a little bit of an option down there. That's all I'm asking. Because when I look at Kai Havertz, yeah, Mali, I don't know what you think about Kai Havertz. Kizzy, I don't know what you think about Kai Havertz, but I'm not really sold on
Kai Havertz is
coming
trash.
from the bench and helping out, scoring 15 goals in a season. I have a big problem with that. The only time he got up to nearly those numbers was when Jokeres was in here and he got all the whole chances and he couldn't shatter that 20-goal ceiling. So that's a big problem. If Victor Osimhen comes into this football club, that changes everything. Because I'm looking at the volumes, yeah. People say that Arsenal don't create that much, but that's a lie. That's not true. That's a narrative of lies and all these pranksters from rival clubs, yeah. Arsenal do actually create. It's more about our striking structure, getting those goals, eating your dinner. And there were so many goals that Kai Havertz lost last season, bro. Even the same thing with Victor Jokeres. There were some balls that was in ports. He just got in the 18-yard box, and instead of just slotting it in, he just hoofs it away. I'm looking at those corner kicks that will be coming in droves this season. Mind you, we signed someone called Christos Scholes. Yeah, people. I mean, this guy is gonna do something this season. I'm not gonna be here and just stuck on this guy. Yeah, people. Let's wait for the season. Let it
He's
start.
showing promising
I
signs,
trust
though.
that kid. I trust that, brother. Yeah, the volumes will be getting from the left-hand side, people. Yeah, the crosses will be getting from the left-hand side and the right-hand side. Yeah, people. We need a striker, 6 foot plus, who would just be down there and just chip it in. Area monster. Someone like Victor Osimhen is not a bad option. Bringing him down to the carpet to come and do his thing. It could be, everyone fight for your place. It doesn't have to be, hey, Gyökeres is my main striker. No, this is a big freaking football club. If you want to don the shirt, if you want to be a participant in this team, then you better fight for your place. How about that? Competition makes it all better. And that's why I'm looking at my midfield this season and I'm saying, okay, Bruno Guimaraes into the whole thing just only ups the competition, bro. The competition is, bro, it shatters the ceiling right now, bro. So, if you're not keeping up with the team, yeah, with the intensity we're playing, man, sit down on the bench. And that's why I need Victor Osimhen down here. Put a little bit of pressure under Victor Jokeres and let's see what happens. Because under such competition, bro, we might see this team start scoring goals. And again, I'm not even worried about the creativity now because we now have someone in Bruno Guimaraes who doesn't dilly-dally in the midfield. He's that guy that likes to transport the ball. We're going to be seeing shots from outside the 18-yard box. We're going to be seeing that controlling midfield. And again, I think it's a more better 8 than Declan Rice. So we're going to be seeing someone who is going to be, running that number 6, running that number 8. He can shoot, he can score goals. If you look at Newcastle, he has always been at the back end of every attack they've had. It could take corner kicks. It could operate in that offensive approach. And again, if you just want to shut things down in a highly competitive match where you need to shut things down in midfield, he's your guy. If you need that guy to stick his leg into any challenge, he's your guy. He's not that kind of guy that, because I've seen our midfield in some cases over 2-3 seasons, and we like doing this sideways passing, back pass to David Raya and all this goofy shit we normally do just to reset, yeah? And then we have to now wait for Martin Odegaard to come down deep to carry the ball and transport the ball. Guess what, guys? We don't need to do all that shit no more, because Guimaraes is now down there, can transport the ball. He could spot this pause, little pause, and these little holes within these defenses and break them down. So naturally, because you're talking about Mikel Arteta changing his approach, naturally with Bruno Guimaraes, he gives us a whole lot in this team than people understand right now. It completely transforms our attack without people even realizing that, because it's going to be high octane football, push. That's what we're going to be seeing right now. If Saliba comes back, people, I don't see anyone who will be breaching our defense with Bruno Guimaraes and Declan Rice in that double pivot, people. And again, the luxury it gives you, yeah, with the third choice of the midfielder you're going to be adding in this game is also something it brings into the picture. Because if you have Declan Rice and Bruno Guimaraes in that midfield, yeah, in that double pivot, if you say, hey, okay, I want a controlled game, yeah, okay, good. I want to keep possession of the ball, yeah, and I also need someone who's going to press the ball up the pitch. Odegaard could be added in that midfield diamond, yeah, with Guimaraes and Declan Rice in that double pivot. Good. If you want, okay, attack, you could say, hey, okay, good. I could make do with maybe Eze at the top of that midfield diamond. Bro, you can do anything with Bruno Guimaraes, and that's what he brings to the table. So, Kizzy, as for you, man, because you were saying, I mean, he needs to change the style of the whole thing, and I completely get that. But Bruno automatic reset changes all that thing. That's what I think.
Obviously, listen, I can't lie. Obviously, I'll give my thoughts, but listen, Manny's been sat there just, spectating. He might as well been in the comments. What's your opinion on this, Manny? We ain't really heard nothing from you, bro.
Manny's just quiet, man.
Bro, I've been enjoying it, innit? Like, it's like a flipping. I'm one of the people that just enjoying it, but on the style of play, I feel like he has to change it, anyways, man. Like, don't go gun ho, but be balanced. See, like, for example, Spain, we saw in the World Cup, they'd had times where they was playing nice tiki-taka football, passing goals, and then there were certain times where they were sitting that 4-4-2 mid-block and just ride out games. Like, for example, the French game, the game against France. They played nice.
Simon in the charts, please, man. Let's be respectful, man. Come on, man. What do you mean? That's his style. If he wears a Ninja Max, I mean, leave him alone. That's his thing.
Oh, listen.
Respect the man, then, yeah. Come on, bro.
Don't worry about it, Tony. Listen, yeah, bro.
I'm saying it respectfully. I respect you too, bro.
No, 100%. But this is what I'm trying to say to you. If you got time to answer questions, if you got time to ask questions, you got time to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you give me a subscription to the channel and smash the like, I'll give you the reason why I'm wearing the mask. Until then, ask no questions, get told no lies. It's simple as that. Moving on swiftly. Mali, back to what you were saying, my boy.
Yeah. Play attacking ball. Gyökeres, he will hit 20 goals. Easy, bro. Like, this is an analogy. If you don't feed a baby, what's going to happen? He's going to cry. He's going to complain. He's going to be moody. The mad thing might happen. You need to feed Gyökeres, man. He's not, he's like Haaland, bro. He wants Haaland to be dropping deep, linking up. No one wants that. We want him running in behind and just scoring. So, and we saw that, like Kizzy said, end of the season, Fulham, them games there. That's how we have to play. But I don't feel like he's going to play like that because I haven't seen that in pre-season. Zullis, who is an inside forward in my opinion, he's hugging the touchline. So he needs to change.
I mean, when was the last time we had a left winger that actually hogs the touchline though? Because that's also a very big conversation we've not had in a long time, bro. When was the last time we had someone who actually keeps his head up, looks at the opposition box, and hogs the touchline and cuts in at will as he likes, and he's also a big goal threat and he keeps his head up. Martinelli is always head down, my guy. He doesn't hog the touchline, and even if he hogs the touchline, man just shatters everything, bro. He loses every composure, bro. Even when he crosses the ball, it's useless, bro, to us. So, I mean, that's a big conversation. But again, where I'm at is that, so you don't want to have options in that number 9? That's where I want to hear from you, Mali.
No, I'd like to have options in it because I don't really care about. I'll love an Osman in there. Why not? He's a bit different to Gyökeres. I feel like he's better in the air than Gyökeres. So, and competition like breeds like better quality. You know what I mean? Like you perform better. You wanna take your chances. Like man. So Osman, but listen, I don't think that's happening. Osman is not gonna want to come to Arsenal and do the bench starting thing.
The bench thing, innit? He always wants to be the guy, innit? But again, if he's scoring goals, like, I mean, who cares? I mean, if he's scoring goals, I mean, who cares for Gyökeres to be on the bench? Like, I don't care. Just give me goals. That's what I want, man. You know, give me goals. We're champions. We should be ruthless, bro. At this point, we should be ruthless. If you're scoring goals, you should be starting in my team. How about that? If you're scoring goals, you should be starting in my team. So sometimes we have to look at these things here and be ruthless about it. Anyone who's going to start should be the one that is scoring goals in this team. Yeah, let it be based on the success rate that we're having in the team. If you're giving us much, you start the game. If you're not, well, you start from the bench. How about that? Yeah, and that's why I wanted to be very ruthless with people like Odegaard. You know, this season, the spotlight's on man. Yeah, on Martin Odegaard this season.
Dude, listen. I'll be honest, Tony. I'll be honest, yeah. For me, I said this to Rory the other day as well. Obviously, he was on last week.
Shout out, Rory.
Shout out Rory every time, man. Big him up. But I said to him, innit, for me, from what I saw at Odegaard in the World Cup, and from what I've seen from him in these 2 pre-season games that he has played, or the one, that he's played.
Shout out Yassa. Yassa's in the charts. Big up to Yassa TV.
Big up Yassa every
Chelsea,
time, man.
That's the only Chelsea fan I fuck with in this whole space, bro. He's the only real Chelsea fan I fuck with. Maybe I'm carefree Lewis, but I like Yassa. Yassa's my guy, bro.
But no, listen, obviously, I said to Rory, my head's gone completely blank now. What was he talking about again? My bad.
We're talking about Odegaard, isn't it?
Huh? Oh yeah, Odegaard. Yeah. So I said to Rory, I said to Rory, for me personally, I think Odegaard is gonna have a better season this season for 2 reasons. One, that World Cup, he needed that. You know, when some players, when I look at Florian Wirtz, Florian Wirtz was a player that I looked at and said, this guy needs the World Cup to come, and he needs it to come quickly, because he needs to go into a different space away from his club. There's still the highest stage, and actually prove to people that he's on what he's on. He's on what they bought him for. Do you understand? And I think a player like Odegaard, it's the same for Vinny. It was the same for Mbappe. It was the same for Jude Bellingham. All of these players were going into the World Cup saying, I need to make the most of this World Cup if I'm gonna then come out of this, go back to club football and grind out better performances. And when I look at Norway, if it wasn't for Haaland and Odegaard, Norway would have got nowhere near the quarterfinals. Do you understand?
That's true. But then is there a psychological thing going on with Odegaard though?
But this is what I'm about to say.
I'm seeing performances in Norway, but down here, bro, man is
thinking
up the place. Let's be factual about it, bro.
Yeah, but guess what?
Thinking up the place, bro.
Yeah, but guess what? See, Odegaard. and I was saying this to these the other day, Odegaard is not a guy that you want to come and get the ball off the centre backs and build up play. He may be able to do it.
But he does that though. He does that.
He does. Okay, but I'm saying he may be able to do it, but that's not what you want from Odegaard. Do you understand? What you want from Odegaard is to be in the final third, to be in the pockets, to be playing the pass before the finish. Yeah. See, and I go back to West Ham away. West Ham away. We're going for the title. 85 minutes into the game. We're trying to find chances, but we can't find the goal. Then the guy picks up the ball on the edge of the box, dances through 4 or 5 man in the box, then sets it off nicely with composure, gives it to Trossard, not an overhit pass, not an undercut pass, just how you want it on the plate for Trossard to execute the finish. There's not another player in this team that can do that. And it might be a small phase of play, but when I look at that phase of play and what he done, there's not another player in this team that can do what Odegaard does in terms of tight spaces, in the final third, in them pockets, executing the pass to actually get into the positions where we can be dangerous. Do you understand? Yeah.
But he hasn't been consistent with it. Okay, that's always been the bigger problem.
This is where we turn to Bruno Gomes. This is where you look at Bruno Gomes. Bruno Gomes now coming in, you would think it now releases Odegaard.
Yeah.
We don't need your ass to come back here no more. Go away. Go away.
No way. Big talk.
Go away.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. With Bruno now coming in, it's now not a question of who's going to get the ball to try and punch.
Exactly.
That's what Bruno does. That's what Bruno does.
Exactly. That's why I said he's going to transform our attack in the way that we have no idea about. Exactly.
And this is what I'm saying,
bro. I fuck with that opinion. Yeah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Once
now
you bring
Bruno
Guimaraes into the conversation, it totally changes the terrain.
Yes. Now Odegaard, if I'm Arteta, and I was saying this to the boys the other day in the group chat. If I'm Arteta, Odegaard, I don't want to see you come back behind the halfway line. If you're next to the halfway line, you better be in the attacking phase.
Man's giving ultimatum and all that good stuff.
But I don't want to see you nowhere near the halfway line. Go away. Go away. We don't need you to come and drop deep no more. Pause. We don't need that. Why have we just gone and spent 75 million on Bruno Gomes? Why? A year after going and buying Zubimendi. You want to know why? Because obviously what we bought, it didn't come to fruition. Do you understand? What we thought we was buying and what we bought are two different things. Now, with Bruno G, someone that's shown these qualities for 3-4 years in the Premier League, not in La Liga, not in Serie A, not in Ligue 1, in the Premier League, the same league that you've just won. Yeah? This signing of Bruno Gomes could be the signing that propels Arsenal into another stratosphere in terms of all the problems that we've got about, we keep playing side to side. No one's trying to punch the ball through the lines and actually make that risky pass. Yeah? This is the guy.
True.
You've just spent £75 million on Newcastle United's captain, one of the best ball progressing midfielders in the league. And not only does he add in terms of being that piece of the puzzle where he could connect the defense to the attack, but he's also got that nasty side to him. Yeah? He's also got that nasty side to him. See Zubimendi. Zubimendi on the ball. Yeah, cool, it's nice. He can play the passes. But I beg you play Zubimendi at Stadium of Light, 7:30 p.m. in the cold. He's getting moved to. Yeah? Bobby, fucking Xhaka, Siddiqui, they're all moving him out the way, manhandling him. You want to know why? Because he's not used to it, bro. He's not used to it. And that's why Zubimendi burnt out. In the first half of the season, quality. One of the players of the season. He was early contender for Premier League Player of the Season. That's what everyone was talking about. And then the back end of the season, he burnt out. When I look at the minutes, Declan Rice and him played the most minutes for Arsenal last season. Declan Rice played 3,098 minutes in the Premier League for Arsenal last season. Zubimendi played 3,003 minutes. Yeah? So when people talk about Zubimendi not being this, not being that, for his first season, Rodri didn't even play that many minutes. Rodri didn't even play that many minutes. Nowhere near that many minutes. So you could say And this goes back to the manager. The manager not using his squad correctly. Yeah? Allowing players to burn out because he wants the best results and he doesn't trust his squad. Do you understand? That's what it comes down to. The manager, even though he's got these players, he knows he can't trust them. There's maybe 14 players in the squad that he trusts. Outside of that, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Apart from the starting 11, there may be 3 players that he consistently goes to in terms of bringing them off the bench to try and change the game. Outside of them players, the rest of the players are fucked. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a shit about you, man. He only gives a shit about the 11 that start the game and maybe 3-4 that he usually regularly goes to bring off the bench to try and change the game, i.e. your Havertz, your Martinelli, these guys. Even though he probably don't rate them and he knows that we need to change them and get better quality, he knows he can trust these guys. In terms of Norgards, your players like that, he's not really trusting these guys. That's why Norgard didn't get any minutes like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So for me, he just needs to trust his squad. And just for me, we just need to show people why we're champions. I think that's the biggest thing we need to do this season, isn't it? Yeah. Because people are going to be on our necks either way. Yeah. If we win, they're going to say we ain't winning properly. If we lose, they're going to tell us, we told you.
It's the Arsenal thing. They all hate us. Yeah. They're going to talk. So we're champion. Bro, do you see the amount we're getting? Do you see the amount of hate we're getting on all this?
Yeah, but I love it, Tony. I love it. Do you want to know why? Because we're doing something right.
Bro, we're champions and we can't really, bro, we're all over the place now. Bro, we can't even relax and drink champagne. But
see if you ain't got no haters. See if you ain't got no haters. You ain't doing your thing properly, bro. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing your thing properly. A man with no haters has got no emotion.
It looks like we're not champions, though. When these people talk, it looks like we've not won anything. And it hurts me. And that's why I'm not having it with these Liverpool fans and this Chelsea, this Chelsea bigots. Yeah, I'm not having it. We are champions. And this season, we're going to shock you guys here. I just want us to be at the back end of this sports, of this domestic wins. I want to win domestic trophies. And you know what? It starts with this game tomorrow. Yeah, let's lay down the marker. Kizzy already said it. We need to lay down that marker. Yeah, put Maresca in his place. He's not a top manager, he's the bomb. Yeah, and I have credit to say that. He has not won any domestic cup competition. He hasn't won the Premier League. He had a shitty show at Chelsea. So, I mean, he's not a big manager. So, people, let's get that off the way. Yeah, he's going against a top manager who's won the Premier League. If you've won the Premier League, you're a top manager, yeah? And we're going on some domination shit. That's the next phase, yeah? Domination shit. So, it starts tomorrow. Arsenal, lay down that marker. Let's sweep away Manchester City. Let's do the Andrew style tomorrow, people. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. We need to win. Lay down the marker. Cool. Show Maresca who you are, Arteta, tomorrow.
Obviously, we're 1 hour and 40 minutes. Well, an hour and 38 minutes into the stream. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing to the channel. But before we do head out and whatnot, I want Tony's predicted 11. So what you want to see and what you think he go with. Same from Mali. I'll give mine as well. And then obviously we'll give predictions and whatnot, and then we'll call it a night. So, yeah, Mali, obviously, considering you've been a bit quiet, we'll start with you, bro. What do you want the 11 to be? And what do you think he'll go with?
Oh, okay. My 11, I'm going with Raya in goal, Ben White right back, Gabriel Mascara. I'm stuck at left back. I'll start Calafiori. The pivot, Bruno G, Skelly. In the 10, I've gone with Odegaard. Right wing. Who I want to see on the right wing?
Yes. So give me what you want to see first, and then after give me what you think he'll go with.
Right wing, I want to see Downman. Left wing, Zolis, and up top, Gyökeres. Now
tell me what you think he'll go with.
What I think he's gonna go Kepa in goal, Ben White right back, Gabriel Mascara in Capie. Bruno G, Skelly, Odegaard, Madueke, Zolis, and Gyökeres. That's what he's going to go with.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, listen, Tony, what do you think, man? What do you want and what do you think you'll go with?
Yeah, man. Shout out to AFC always, man. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel, yeah. This lovely channel, yeah. It's called Kizzy Talk Sports, yeah. I mean, people from my channel, if you're still down here, people, please subscribe to this channel, yeah. They're doing great things, yeah. They have great shows they're doing, and you know, I mean, it might be a little bit, you know, rough, but people, I mean, it is what it is, yeah. Voices of Arsenal fans come in different, you know, in different turns. So people, subscribe to them, yeah. Big up to you. See, it's simple, yeah. I don't want to see that guy called Kepa Arrizabalaga in my post no more. I don't want to see that goofball anywhere near my post ever again. It's over. Arteta, enough with this experiment, yeah. Enough. Cut. It's okay. We don't want that no more, yeah. I want to see David Raya down there, yeah. I want to see White at right back because it's the most visible player we have down there right now. Mosquera, yeah, right centre back, yeah. And again, I'm not too cool with that, yeah. I think we need the signing as soon as possible, but I would start with Mosquera down there, yeah, and of course Big Gabby coming back down there at centre back, and then this might come as a very you know, divisive one, but I will go with Miles Lewis Kelly at left back rather than Calafiore. People, Calafiore in these games I've seen him, bro. Man, did you see what that one did to him? They completely mashed man up, bro. Yeah, bro, it was brutal, bro. They completely mashed that guy. So, people, for right now, I'll go with Martin Kelly down there. Yeah, I think he's stronger. I think he's a stronger guy to have down there. It might not give us enough going forward, but I think he's a stronger guy down there. So I'll put Martin Kelly down there, and of course, bring in Calafiore later on in the second half to give us something. Maybe if we're pursuing the game, give us something up front, no problem. In my midfield, people, I don't know if Declan Rice is fit to play this game yet, but people, I don't want to see Kai Havertz in my midfield. This manager has somehow explored, yeah, in Kiz's go-to word, explore, yeah. I don't want to see this manager explore anything with Kai Havertz in man's midfield at all. I don't want to see that guy there. Man, I don't want to see that. Arteta, cut it. We don't want it. Yeah? Shit. We don't want that. Yeah? Kai Havertz is not a midfielder. We don't want to see man down there. Yeah? So what I want to see in my midfield is Bruno Guimaraes. If Rice is fit, I want him down there. I want to test that double pivot. How about that? Yeah? Testing that double pivot, people. I want to see how it looks like. I want to freaking see how it looks like. And then Eze. I mean, Eze hasn't played any preseason game. So I just want to see him on that diamond, on top of that diamond, just to see what we can achieve offensively. Yeah? Just put him at the top of that midfield diamond in that number 10. Let's see what he can do. Yeah? Obviously, Arteta will go with Odegaard, but I want to see something more different. Yeah. Then, of course, front three, Sholes, Gyökeres, and right wing. I'll go Max Dalman for that one. And again, I expect Max Dalman to actually get more games this season. The season of protecting him as a kid, Arteta, it's over.
Listen, I'll be honest,
it's
yeah.
over.
I'll be honest.
Yeah? Let's get the kid to work. Yeah,
hold on a
Barcelona
second.
has Kubrasi, Pedri, and all these other younger players. I mean, Yamal, people, all these youths, man, are there in Barcelona. They're winning World Cups, bro. What are we doing? Max Dorman, I want to see play this year. I don't know what you man to say.
Tony, see for me, sorry, but I do think that we would have saw more from Max Dowman if it wasn't for his injury last season. Remember, he was out for a good 2 months as well. Yeah, he missed about a month or two or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
Max Dowman, you can tell. Arteta, at the same time, he's trying to keep him safe and keep him grounded. Don't get it twisted, you know. Arteta knows that this guy can win him games. Do you understand? He does not bring a 16-year-old. Listen, let me tell you something now, yeah? See Wanyeri. See Wanyeri. I respect him, a baller, yeah? But Arteta is never throwing Wanyeri on against Everton with 5 minutes to go. Yeah? 0-0, needing a goal. He's never throwing Wanyeri in at 16. The fact that Max Dowman was thrown on that pitch at 16 years old by Mikel Arteta, that tells you people can say what they want about the manager. He's not this, he's not that. The boy knows that he's got a talent that is at his disposal. The manager knows he's got a talent at his disposal. So the best thing for you to do is, when in need, unleash that talent. Do you understand? When in need, unleash that talent. Yeah? I'm not saying, yo, start him at Anfield, start him at the Etihad. No. But in them games, if you need something, he best be looked at. He best be one of the first people that you're looking at in terms of if we're chasing a game, if we need something in the game. Do you understand? Yeah? Who? What do you mean shows his IQ? Shows his IQ really is poor. Ethan, no, he's not. No, he's not. This, listen, and this is what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah? Please let me tell you something. As an Arsenal fan that's watched Ethan Wanyeri come through and watched Max Dowman come through, let me tell you this now. Max Dowman is light years ahead of Ethan Wanyeri for where he's at.
He says Mikel's IQ. He has just confirmed what he was talking about. So in the chat, he said,
yeah. But this is what I'm saying. So he's basically he's saying, is saying that basically he's saying that Ethan is ahead of Max Dowman in his development. But at this moment in time, I don't think he is. When I look at Max Dowman and I look at Ethan Wanyeri, when I watch Wanyeri playing an Arsenal shirt, Wanyeri still looks like a little boy playing with men out there. Pause. Yeah. When I watch Dowman playing out there with them players, Dowman don't look like he's a little boy. He looks like he's raising the levels of everyone else around him.
True.
You understand?
True. Fact.
Yeah. So people can say what they want about Wanyeri. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to shit on him, pause, or badmouth him. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. He's still a kid. Yeah. And for me, Wanyeri's biggest problem right now is his confidence levels. Yeah. He went from a kid that burst onto the scene to then a bit part player to then a kid that went out on loan, that was promised minutes, got to a team, got the minutes that he was required at first when he first got there. Then the manager that made him go there, and that's the only reason why he went there, was sacked within like a week and a half, 2 weeks of him being there. Something like stupid like that, 2.5 weeks or something. And then for the rest of his loan spell, he was a bit part player off the bench. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Ethan Wanyeri is a bad player. But in terms of where he's at right now in his development, Max Dowman is ahead of him. It's as simple as that. People might not want to hear it. You might not like it, but it's the truth. Do you understand? And if it wasn't the truth, Mikel would be counting on Ethan. Do you understand? He would.
Yeah.
If Dowman wasn't good enough, you better believe Arteta would not be looking his way. Do you understand? If Dowman was not good enough and he did not believe in him, he would not be bringing him on at 0-0, 5 minutes to go, chasing the game, needing a goal. Man is bringing on a 16-year-old kid. Yeah. That tells you that the manager knows what he's got at his disposal. He knows.
It shows you where the loyalty lies.
Yes. Wanyeri's gone out on loan and Dowman's in the squad. Dowman could have easily been sent back to the academy and Wanyeri took that place. But no, Wanyeri's on loan and Dowman's the one that's deciding games. Do you understand? Dowman's the deciding game. So that could tell you everything of where Ethan Wanyeri is in Mikel Arteta's pecking order and where Dowman is. Do you understand? And it's as simple as that. Yeah.
But again, do you think it's because Wanyeri is a little bit kind of like is this kind of player that he'll let you know, maybe not vocally though, but he'll let you know through his body language ports that, you know, hey, I need more games. Manager, I need
but hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Conversation, and I'm not getting those opportunities though. So do you think maybe it's because it's a little bit kind of like out of the box, kind of like a revolutionist in terms of his body language. The manager, when he gets substituted, hey man, I want to be here, I want to play, and he's not getting enough of that from the manager. Do you think that's why it's below in the manager's pecking order in terms of the youth then, yeah, that he can be able to use just like he's using Max Domin in spells that he can?
Can I be so honest with you, Tony? Yeah, can I be so
man.
honest with you? Yeah, and Arsenal fans that are in the chat, be honest, yeah. Based off what you've seen in pre-season, and based off what you've seen over the last 2 years, would you say Ethan Nwaneri is a must for this Arsenal team? And remember,
No.
You're not talking about an Arsenal team that's challenging for a Premier League. You're now talking about title-winning Arsenal. So it's a different level now. Do you understand? Them youth projects, they might be able to run when you're challenging and whatnot, but when you get to the champions and you're trying to stay there and be there on a consistent basis, I'm sorry, we ain't got time to be feeding man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to be feeding you your bottle. There comes a time where a baby has to learn how to hold his bottle and feed himself. Do you understand? Yeah? And at the end of the day, when you've been given the chance to feed yourself, you don't want to eat. You don't want to eat. I'm seeing you in pre-season, and people can say, yeah, he's looked good in pre-season. He ain't really looked that good. Let's keep it a buck now. If this was if this was Garnacho playing in the team, people be saying, oh, he's fucking shit. But because it's Ethan Nwaneri, people don't want to be honest. You can be honest. See what I'm saying? Just because he's your player doesn't mean you have to die on a hill and say, oh, he's this, he's that. Bro, if he's playing shit, just say he's playing shit. And to me, we've moved past Nwaneri now. Some people might not like that, but it's a cutthroat business. Do you understand? The positions that he wants to play in, Saka, you're not getting in front of him. Madueke, I don't rate him at all. But when you spend £52 million on a backup, you're not getting in front of him. It's as simple as that. Matt Stallman, he's 16 years old. Yeah, he's younger than you. But in terms of up here and what he's meant, what the manager wants from him, he's light years ahead of you. Do you understand? Then I look at the number 10 position where he says that's his position. When I've seen you play in the number 10 position, you're getting manhandled. You're getting manhandled.
But is there a space for him? Is there a space for him to play in the Carling Cups and in the FA Cups and in all these other kind of games?
I'm not saying that.
Because right now we're thinking of selling him. So does he stay or does he
Tony, what it comes down to is, there is games for him, but he thinks he's too cool for school. He don't want to be the guy that plays in the Carling Cup and wants to play in the FA Cup. He wants to be the guy that's settling the tie at Bernabeu. He wants to be the guy that's settling the tie at the Etihad. You ain't there yet, brother. You're not there. And sometimes, you know what it is? Especially in today's day and age, these young guys in football, they want too much too soon. Do you understand? Everything's want. They see man like Lamine Yamal and they think, oh yeah, he's doing that. Why can't I do that? Not everyone's journey is the same, you know? People need to remember, the only reason why Lamine Yamal was discovered as a talent was because Barcelona was so shit and they couldn't spend no money. Let's keep it a buck. Because if Messi was still if Messi would have signed that new deal and would have been at Barcelona and Barcelona didn't have the money problems, do you really think we'd be seeing Lamine Yamal right now? Honestly, ask yourself that.
Never.
Do you think we'd be seeing Lamine Yamal right now? He might be coming through now on the fringes as a squad player, but he ain't playing consistent games over fucking Lionel Messi. Do you understand? The only reason why Lamine Yamal was found as a talent and was allowed to go on his journey that he's gone on was because Barcelona had their hands tied behind their back. They couldn't make no big signings. They couldn't spend no big bread. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they had to use their academy. They had to. They had no choice but to use the academy. Do you understand? Whereas Arsenal are no longer in that position. Listen, let me tell you something now. You see, if Nwaneri, Skelly, and all of them, man, would have broke through when Nketiah, Saka, and Smith Rowe broke through, they'd be in the team. They'd be in the team.
Of course, obviously.
But guess what? They didn't. They broke through at a time where we're going like this. you understand? And
Yeah.
sometimes it can be a good thing when you break through when the team's going like that, and it can also be a bad thing because when the team's going like that, to sustain that level, you need to be bringing in elite players at a top level to keep that standard. Do you understand? To keep driving the standards to get better. Ain't no one looking at young players like that, really. The young players, they're not. Come on, let's be honest now. Unless you're a gem, yeah. Like, bro, people say what they want. Foden's such a class player, yeah. Please tell me why Phil Foden, apart from that one season where he won PFA Player of the Year, he's got what, 6 Premier League titles? There's only one Premier League title that you can actually say, do you know what? Foden contributed, and you can say, yeah, he done his thing in that season.
Yeah, he's done his thing, innit? Yeah, you know exactly, man.
But the other 5 seasons, he was a bit part player. He's a bit part player, but he's been in the squad for time. And this just shows you, yeah, homegrown players is beautiful. But unless you're going to stake a claim in a position and actually grind it out for that position, when you're saying that you like to play on the right, you like to play in the 8, you like to play in the 10, you've made yourself a target. You've made yourself
you want to play everywhere.
You want to play everywhere.
Yeah,
you understand? Man. You made yourself a target. You're now an easier option to say, you know what? If we need money, 2 seconds. If we need money, it's easier for us to move you on.
The problem there is that I don't know if moving him on is the right thing. Because my problem with this Nwaneri thing is I don't want when we move him on and then we see man balling for maybe a rival football club. I mean, next year, in the next 2 years, and it's getting good numbers.
Yeah, but that's why
the position I don't want to be in. I don't want to see Nwaneri shine on a Chelsea shirt. I don't want to see him shine on a Man United shirt. This is the problem. I have no issue letting him go, but if we let him go, is he going to go to Man United and go out there and shine? Is he going to?
But this is why you keep control of the player's future. This is why you say to them, "Yo, have him, give them to him, give him to them for a low price," but then you insert a buyback clause.
Okay.
Do you understand? Okay. That's how we want to move now. You get me? Because listen, respectfully, we're in a position now where we're champions.
But these clubs don't want that, though. These clubs don't want that.
It's not about what they want. It's not about what they want.
Arsenal trying to put those clauses you just talked about in contracts, taking him away. But these clubs don't want that. They want an outright sale of Nwaneri.
Yeah, but guess what, Tony, guess what? See, when we was in the gutter, do you think they give a shit about what we wanted? Exactly. Ask yourself that question. When we was in the gutter, do you think these teams gave a shit about what we wanted?
Who cares?
Exactly. So what I'm saying to you is, while I'm up now, I remembered how you used to treat me when I was down. Don't think I forgot how you used to treat me when I was down. So now that I'm up, I'm going to treat you how you used to treat me. So whether that's giving you scrubs or giving you top players and saying, listen, you can have him. But, yo, same way with the Jerome Ponce thing. Arsenal were looking at Jerome Ponce, right? Guess what Liverpool did? Liverpool said, yeah, cool. Go about your business. You want first team football? Go and get first team football. But guess what? If we want you back, bang, release clause in there. 70 million euros or whatever it is. We've got first choice. Look at Real Madrid and Nico Paz. Nico Paz has been playing at Como for the last 2 seasons. He's only gone to Como this season on a permanent. But guess what? He went there on a low. And guess what? He's gone there. They've got money. Not only that, they've got a buyback clause in there. So if he gets to the level where they think he's going to get, they've got first dibs. Do you understand? That's what big clubs do, especially with a talent like that. If you ain't got space for him now, there's no saying that we ain't going to have space for him in 2 years' time. Do you understand? Yeah. Declan Rice would be 20, 28, 29. Bruno would be 31. Odegaard would be 29. Marino would be 32. Eze would be 30. Brother, your time might not be right now, but there's no saying that your time won't be in 2 years' time.
It won't be in 2 years or
so what I'm trying to say to you, so if you're not willing,
it's not being patient enough, bro. And I don't like it. I don't like the sound of that, though. He looks like that kind of player that, you know, like when he's of age, that a rival team can just come up and turn his head and he will just leave like the Fabregases that we've had in this team. And I don't like that. When you're a player, yeah, mostly one that came from our, from our youth setup. I want to see absolute loyalties, bruv. I want to see absolute loyalties, bruv. I mean, I saw Man's Lewis Kelly, yeah. He scored a goal, and man was people. You saw what man was doing. You know that you, bro.
Yeah, but even that was soft, Tony. Listen. I don't know about you, yeah. I don't know about you.
What are we doing?
No. But listen,
man was throwing up the rocks. We know he loves Arsenal, bro.
Listen.
Not here for that Chelsea shit. He wants to stay. And loyalty is a big part of what I want to see.
Loyalty is a big thing, yeah.
I'm not getting that feeling from Waneri. So if man wants to live, we can afford to say, hey, brother, you know what? Yeah, we love you, but you know what? You can go explore the things, bro.
Listen, at the end of the day, the way I see it,
you can come back when things are okay for you to make your comeback.
Listen,
but right now you're not getting this midfield.
The best thing for a footballer, yeah. See the best thing for a footballer, when you normally get the best of a footballer is when they feel loved, they feel appreciated, they feel like they know that the manager, no matter how much they might piss him off sometimes or whatnot, but the manager believes in me. See when you're sat on the bench and you're watching game after game after game after game go by, you're sat there saying to yourself, this brother don't rate me. Because if he rated me, he'd be putting me on the pitch. You don't rate me and leave me on the bench. It don't make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? If you rated me, you'd use me. So what I'm trying to say to you is, instead of stunting the kid's growth, yeah, I know what he can be, yeah. But what you want to be right now, you're not going to be that in this team. It's as simple as that. I'm not going to do
right now. Yeah, right now.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. Yeah,
it's impossible, mate. Yeah,
it is.
And listen, and that's why when you look at someone like Saliba and see what he has achieved, man went to France, man, on 2 spells, bro. Under this manager, on 2 spells, bro. Man went out, got experience, got playing time, got all these things. Yeah, that's Saliba, bro. And man came back and look at what man.
This is my point. This is my point.
Waneri, man. I mean, bro, I like you, my bro. I like you, my G. I know you're a youngin. You're trying to, and again, I'm all for youngins who are trying to, who are trying to make it, who are trying to push, because we're already, people, yeah, it's already hard, for a black midfielder to actually even excel these days. Yeah, from the standpoint of, it's a sport that's kind of like dominated with lots of talent, and you have to show yourself as a youth. You have to show up, yeah. So it's hard from that standpoint of a youth trying to break into, that hierarchy of a big football club playing in their midfield, yeah, where they have the wealth and the assets to actually get many players in that are of high caliber. It's difficult to actually break into it. I like seeing youngins trying to pull the weight. But bro, now it's not about pulling the weight. Those players down there are bigger than you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can have good preseason games. I'm not bashing his preseason games he's had at Arsenal. He's had decent games, yeah, but nothing out of the top, nothing out of the ordinary to make me say, you know what, yeah, I think this guy is better than Max Dowman. No, I don't think so. I feel Max Dowman,
he's going to be a better player than when he showed
up. He showed up, bro. And he showed up hard, Maggie. He showed up hard, bro. And not to the extent, bro, of Max Dowman, his performances in preseason. So it is what it is. Take that move, just go improve your football. And if you think Arsenal's in your heart, you can always make a comeback, bro. So it is what it is.
The way I see it,
I want to win league titles, bro. He said, bro, I want to win league titles, bro. And again, if you're champion, see, Kizzy, yeah, you have to be ruthless in things like this, bro. Because this kind of things can be able to, derail the football club, yeah? You need to be ruthless in things like this. See, we're elite now. We're champions now. We have to start moving like champions, guys.
Well, this is my thing. This is why I'm saying
some people. It must upset some people in the fan base. Might upset some people who've watched Arsenal since 1987, since all these years. I get that. But, bro, man, we need to win. And we need to be ruthless in things like this. This is what it is.
And this is my point. This is what I'm saying, innit? Because at the end of the day, people can say what they want about Nwaneri this. And listen, quickly before I move on, and sorry, just finish about what I'm about to say. Mido, as a Manchester United fan, I don't think you can really talk about throwing people under the bus and whatnot, because it was only 6 months ago that Kobbie Mainoo was playing under Amorim, couldn't get a game. There were certain people in your fan base that were saying that Kobbie's not good enough to be at Man United. You need to move him on. And then 4 months later, you're saying that he needs to be going to the World Cup with England because he's the reason why England will win the World Cup and shit like that. So it's do you know what I'm saying? People are fickle, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, there's certain people that will go on like Nwaneri's a well beater, and then there's people with sense that would actually understand, yeah? Look, bro, listen. See the difference between me and you? See the difference between me and you right now, yeah? I'm not saying necessarily sell him, but brother, I understand where my squad is right now. Nwaneri is not going to start. You're not a first-team player.
That's a fact.
Understand? So if you're not comfortable with being someone on the fringes, being a rotation player, then your career right now, Arsenal is not the place for you. Do you understand? It's as simple as that. Like I said, I don't rate Madueke. But when the manager goes out and spends 52 million on a backup right winger, he's ahead of Nwaneri. Do you understand? He's ahead of Nwaneri. Dowman at 16 is ahead of Nwaneri. So already your fourth choice right winger, yeah? Your fourth choice right winger. You look in the number 10 position. You've got Eze. You've got Odegaard. You've got Marino. You've got Havertz that can play in there. So technically, you're fifth in that pecking order. So your fourth choice right winger, your fifth choice number 10, I see the manager trying to play you in the 8 in preseason. You don't work in the 8 because you're not an 8. Do you understand? You're an attacking player. You're not a box to box. You're not someone that gets the ball and creates from deep. That's not you, bro. You want Nwaneri in the final phase, attacking third, causing problems. Yeah, and this is what I'm saying to you. In the positions that you want to play, you're not getting game time. So the best thing for Nwaneri to do, for the best thing for Nwaneri, and for the best thing for the football club right now, it's as simple as this. If you're not going to sell him, send his ass out on loan. Don't be sending him to no Marseille. Don't send him to Lens. Don't send him to Coventry. Don't send him to Ipswich. Don't send him to Hull City. Send him to a team that are fighting for something in the Premier League. Not relegation. Not Conference League. Send him to somewhere like Bournemouth. Send him to somewhere like Brentford. Send him to somewhere like Brighton, where these men are actually playing for something. Yeah? They're playing for European football. They're trying to qualify for European football. We know what Europe does for these small clubs. Yeah? Allow him to go and play football. Because that's the one thing that's not happening right now. And that's why Ethan Nwaneri is behind in his development. Because he hasn't been playing football. Whether that's for Arsenal or whether that's when he went to Marseille on loan. Yeah, cool. He might have started the first
Mido, you can say anything you want about Arsenal, bro. But come on, man. Which one is man never learned? Bro, what is man never learned, bro? We're Premier League champions. Bro, I'm not having it with you rivals, yeah, this season, bro. Yeah? We're winners, yeah? We're champs. Bro, we're champs. Yeah? Get that into the system, my guy, yeah? All these things you're saying, man never learn. Yeah, okay, ratata, no problems, bro. We're champions. How about that? Yeah, you do your talking. You do your talking in the season. You do your talking in the season, bro. Challenge for the title, my guy. If you're not challenging for the title, bro, all these things you're saying in the chat means nothing. Challenge for the title, my guy. I don't care about Amorim, bro. Man is a failure. Yeah, man is a failure. I don't care about all these names you're bringing up in the charts, bro. Yeah,
man said act like you've been here before then. Why are you going on?
But bro, that's Man United business. I'm not all up for Man United business. Yeah, I'm Premier League champions, and that's what matters, my guy. Yeah. That's what I'm after.
They've lost it. Hey, he's rattled anyway. Because listen, all he keeps telling me, obviously, he's in the group chat, innit, with me, Mali, and the boys and that. All he keeps saying is Arsenal is shit, Arsenal is this. But my point is, if Arsenal is shit, how shit must the rest of these teams in the league be? If we're really shit, how shit must you be? Because it don't make sense. Do you understand? If we're that bad and we've won the league, how bad must the rest of the league actually be? Because that's what people.
I'm not really
you know?
a youngin like that, bro. You know, I mean,
No. Listen, I don't see football that way. I don't see football that way. But when I hear people
struck, we've won Premier Leagues too, my guy. So, but again, it is what it is. See, Kizzy, you don't need to prove yourself, bro. Kizzy, don't do this, my guy. You don't need to prove yourself to this man.
Bro, the football does the talking.
The football does the talking. Suck you in, bro. Don't do that with this guy.
Why?
They're just trying to, bro. They're just trying to get into your head. Don't allow them to get into your head, bro. People like me, though, he's just here to get into your head.
Now, listen, that's my boy. Mido's my boy. Mido's my boy. He knows what he's doing.
We're champions, my guy. We're champions. I don't care how you're rolling. We're champions, and I don't care about your narrative, my guy. But, bro, we're Premier League champions, my guy. If you want to talk in the Premier League season, we're not doing this back and forth with you, my guy. We're champions, my guy. Yeah? We're champions. We're champions,
listen,
bro.
You know the funniest thing is?
This is just
you know the funniest thing is?
You know the funniest thing is? They want to rattle us. They don't respect us. They don't respect how we won the league. They don't respect us winning the league. That's your own. See, Mido, that's your own thing. No problem.
Yeah,
but as far as we're concerned, we're champions. Until you take it, good for you. Yeah? Challenges next season. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, but Tony, it's like, this is what I don't understand. How can a man that's got mice, literal rats, running across the pitch, try and tell a king, try and tell a champion how to live their life?
Oh my God, licking roofs, broken jacuzzis.
Yeah, puts falling down.
A one star food hygiene rating. One star food hygiene rating. And he thinks he could talk to me about what we should and shouldn't be doing. It don't make sense.
Oh my days.
You got rats in your house and you're trying to tell me how to clean my carpet.
Literal rats. People, literal rats.
Running across the pitch while the game's on. Running across the pitch with cheese in its mouth. Asking for Bruno Fernandes to come and pick it up. Yeah? One rat to another. You know, like that. From Bruno to the rat. They're chopping it up. They're talking about, yo, we're trying to get Manchester United back to the big time. Yeah? Fergie's sat in the stands crying. You know what I mean? He don't know whether he's going to see another Premier League in his lifetime or not. Big up Fergie. But respectfully, we know he's getting on. He ain't got long left. Can Man United provide him with a Premier League before he meets his maker? And I don't talk bad mouth on anyone, but we know Fergie is in the latter stages of his life. So if I was a Manchester United fan, the one thing that I'd be thinking about is, let's try and get Fergie a Prem before he doesn't see the Prem. Because the last image that I will remember of Alex Ferguson, if you don't get him a Prem, is him crying in the stands in Bilbao when Tottenham Hotspur beat you in the Europa League final to get Champions League. And yeah, cool. You can try and run the banter. Your rivals got more European trophies than you. Okay. But guess what? My rivals wish they were me. You know, like that. They wish they were me.
14 years and no Premier League title, bro. Mido, seriously, bro. If I'm a Man United fan, yeah, that's touched all that bread all those years, yeah, and bro, I'm not seeing any bread again, man. Bro, fucking hang myself, bro. I'm not saying, people, I'm not saying go do that, but bro, that's what I'll do, bro. I know it must seem hard seeing Arsenal fans, yeah, saying they're champions. It hurts me though, really. It hurts, yeah, don't it? I know it hurts. It hurts you that we're saying we're champions. It hurts. So, man, deal with it. Deal with it, my guy. Deal with it. You've been getting bread all these years, and suddenly all that bread is finished because the rats in your stadium have eaten the bread. How about that? Yeah? Go fix your roof. Go fix your roof. Go fix everything, bro. The rats have eaten everything. Yeah? And then come talk to me. I'm Premier League champion. You've not won it in 14 seasons, bro. So, right now, rather than talking tough on an Arsenal fan channel, bro, I'll be thinking of how
you know what it is with most of these Man United fans, Tony. You know what it is with most of these Man United fans, though.
I'm sick and tired of these rivals, bro. They
No, I know, yeah.
respect what we've
Let me tell you something.
what we've done, my G. And
Tony,
I'm not having it, my guy.
Tony,
I'm not having it, bro. Always discrediting what we've done. Bro, if it's not your style of play, it's gonna kick FC, it's your manager is there. Bro, all this bull crap and nothing about winning the league, bro.
Yeah, but do you know what it is, Tony? Do you know what it is? They can take the piss all they like, yeah? They can take the piss all they like. We're this, we're that, we're not good. But guess what? See all these Man United fans that are talking about challenging for the league. You know they're only talking like that because they've seen Arsenal win it, and now they believe because Arsenal have done it, they now believe that they can go and do it. Do you understand? Yeah? All we keep talking about, all we keep hearing is Michael Carrick. Yeah? Michael Carrick. If you actually listened to what the Manchester United fans, the Manchester United owners said, yeah, they've actually tried to go down our model. They've actually tried to go down our route of going and getting someone that knows the club, knows the inside out. Yeah, instead of going and getting the flashy toys in the shop window, they've gone and got the tried and tested someone that knows what it means to play for the club, to breathe the club, to actually live the life of not only a Manchester United player, but a Manchester United supporter. Do you understand? And that's the most important thing. When you can connect with the supporters, that's when you'll get the best out of your team. Remember what Arteta talks about all the time. I want you to bring your shin pads, your boots, guys. Yeah, I feel fire, guys. Yeah, that's what.
Fire, my guy.
Yeah. I do not accept these foggy standards. That's what he says. Yeah, like bro, he wants the fact. He knows what did he? What's that thing? The light bulb. The energy from the fans, guys. You need to feel it, guys.
Bulb, my guy.
Yeah, that's all I keep hearing because he knows the energy that transmits from the fans to the pitch, that will get you through a game, yeah? And if you actually look at the Manchester United fans, they was calling for Carrick. Oh, get Carrick in on an interim. Carrick come in, he changed what they made look difficult to simple, yeah? And they started to get results. And guess what?
Bro,
with him being a former Manchester United,
overinflated, bro. We would never know the true value of what he did in that football club until they start playing 3 times in a week, twice in a week, 4 times in a week, bro.
Man said Carrick is
bro, we don't know about all that yet. This season will show all that, yeah? And that's why I like the Premier League, yeah? Because you would actually come and prove your tough talk, you will prove it. So this season is where we see all that tough talk, yeah, from Carrick. We're going to test its gangster. That's why I like the Premier League. All that tough talk, yeah, we're going to test your gangster this season.
That's it. Yes.
When you play against, bro, when you play in the Carabao Cup, when you play in the FA Cup, when you also, and thank God, this guy's in the Champions League, bro. They will play in the Champions League. And then we'll see all the tough talk from Mido, yeah? Then we'll test your gangster and see what you, bro, we'll see what you're all about. But see, yeah, Mido, I mean, it is what it is. You're talking about my confidence about, you know, why I think we're going to win the league this season. Mido, don't get it twisted, yeah? I respect you, my guy, yeah? I mean, it's all for, you know, YouTube and all of that, but I respect you. The thing there is, I look at every other team right now, and I'm like, even if Arsenal haven't done big time business, yeah, these other teams are not ready, bro. I mean, Man United have gone on to sign Santos, yeah, bro. I mean, come on, man. You want to win the league with Santos? I mean, he's a decent player, but I mean, is it of that raw quality that would give you experience in that midfield? Really? I mean, you've gone to spend on Tielemans, who is, for me, he's a good player, but he is what he is, a mid-level midfielder, bro. That's what he is. He's no Ward Bitter. He's no Ward Bitter. He's just a decent midfielder, bro. So when I look at what you've done, and I'm saying you're not serious yet. You're not serious at all. I'm looking at Sesko. Yes, he's a decent striker, but he's not that kind of guy that will give you 20, 25 goals in a season. He's not going to light up the Champions League, though. You know, I'm looking at all my rivals, and I'm looking at, this man's are dead. I'm looking at Chelsea going to bring ancestral spirits from charity homes and bringing them to Stamford Bridge. And this man thinks that this ancestral spirit are going to win games against Arsenal. Really, is that what we're doing? I'm looking at Liverpool. Really, seriously, who have these mans brought to challenge, to take the title away from me? Bro, this is what gives me that confidence, bruv. Because the rivals haven't strengthened. You guys haven't done anything. This man can chat to me in any way, my guy. In any way. But me, though, I'll leave it up for you. If you think that you've done great business in the transfer window to help you cope with your debts, to help you cope with probably maybe your goal-scoring problems you'll be facing, because you're going to be facing a depth problem, yeah, when you're in the Champions League and in all these domestic competitions, yeah. I don't think you have the depth. I don't even think that the quality that
fries in the bag,
is even enough for you to even, bro, to even breathe, my guy. So, I mean, it is what it is. No problems, guy. No problems. I'll talk to you in the season. Bro, I need to make my exit, man.
Yeah, listen, before we fly out, Tony.
But me though, respect to you though. Respect, like I don't respect, it's all for show, it's all for football talk, yeah. Respect to you because I've seen you on other channels but I wouldn't say you talk shit. I wouldn't say that.
No, he's definitely talking shit right now, Tony. No, Tony. Right now he's talking shit. Right now he's talking. Yeah. Tell him. So don't sugarcoat it. Tell him he's talking shit.
Big up to you. It's all respect from here, but my guy, come on, man.
Tell him he's talking shit. Mido's family, that's bro. You get me? Yeah. From time when you're over here, yeah, you can tell Mido, stop talking shit. Yeah. Stop telling him because that's all he does. That's all he's been doing.
It's good guy.
All he does is talk shit. Yeah. Man United, you know what it is? They see Arsenal win a little Premier League and they think, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man, if Arsenal can do it, we can do it. It took them 22 years. We've been waiting 13, 14. If they can do it, we can do it. So now Man United are feeling themselves. They got this whole thing. Pep Guardiola's gone. All I keep hearing from KJ and me, though, is it's a level playing field. Level playing field where? Level playing field where? What with the signings that you're making? What you really think a window of Tielemans, Santos, and who was the other person they brought in? I think it might even just be them two. You think Tielemans and Santos is going to take you from third to first? You're having a fucking laugh, mate. In the words of Johnny Obi McKell, you're having a fucking laugh, mate. Yeah? Liverpool.
Bro, they're going to be in for a rude awakening, my guy.
I said this.
No, seriously. They're going to be in for a rude awakening. If Mido thinks that he's going to use Santos and all these other crappy players in midfield to win, bro, to even challenge in the Champions League and in every other cup, domestic cup, bro, you mans must be on some cannabis that, bro, the strand that has never been seen before, or the one they sell down the road at Tottenham, Hot Sports. That should be the only reason, bro. Because, bro, bro, the rude awakening is coming. It's coming, guys. And Mido, you'll learn in real time what that means. You'll learn in real time. Bro, I have no doubt. Manchester United, they will smell the rod when they play 4 games in a week, 3 games in a week.
100%.
Bro, they will, bro, my guy. They will.
100%.
So it is what it is. I'll wait till then. Yeah. But as for tomorrow, it's training day for Maresca. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Well, listen, obviously, KJ says here, Kizzy run it back next week with Tony if he's free. Listen, Tony's welcome on here at any time, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's been a lit one today. I can't even lie. This has probably been one of my favorite shows, man, since I've been streaming. You get me? So big up Tony every time. You get me? But yeah, Tony.
See, big ups, man. See, Kizzy, man. I mean, whenever I don't work with everyone. Yeah, this is the truth. I don't work with everyone. People know me. Yeah, I've been battling in this Arsenal thing. People, I've been there. I've merged myself with the stars in this game. I've gone head to head with people like Lee Gunner. Yeah, people that don't care for your heart. Yeah, they want to rip your soul out. Yeah, people like no, I'm serious, my guy. Yeah, people like Big Steve. These people, they hate Arsenal. They don't like Arsenal. I've been in the game with them. Yeah, I've sat down with them. Yeah, even when the Arsenal hate was there, people. Yeah, I've sat with this man, them. Yeah, and it's just good to see other channels like your channel And Kizzy, one of the things that have drawn me to your person was number one, the Waffle Don, who we have as a mutual friend. He's a great guy. And he told me, hey, man, I got this guy called Kizzy. This guy's crazy, man. It's a great guy, you know. And I was like, Waffle Don, to be nice to bring into our shows. And then I started watching some of your stuff. Already, I've been seeing Mali on some other channels before. And Man is doing his own thing. Big up to Mali. You know, I mean, probably maybe Man was working too much today. So Man was just so tired. So, but
yeah, the day off today.
Yeah, it is what it is. But Kizzy, and I've been seeing some of your shows, bro. We're like soul brothers, man, because you have 0%, bro. You don't take shit from this rival fans and people. If
man.
you know me on my channel, you know that's what I'm all about. That's what draws me closer to this big brother I have down here, my guy Kizzy. So it's all good. Whenever I have time, I'm a very busy guy. I'm a family man. You know, I'm also, even if I'm a lecturer, like a teacher, but I'm also into football big time. I'm a referee in 4 different sports. I'm a football referee. Yes, I ref in the 3rd and 4th tier, where I am right now in Helsinki. I'm based in Finland. I left London and I moved down here. I'm also a citizen of Finland too, but it's a complicated thing. Yeah, so. I'm also
Mike Dean out, man. We need Tony Claude in the Prem.
You know, like that. Get Tony over to the Prem.
I'm also a handball referee, a floorball referee, and a futsal referee. And I do this. I have my European badges in all of them. I'm currently working on my UEFA license for my for football refereeing, mostly in the assistant level there. So
what are you saying? We might see it at the Emirates one day.
It's all good. I mean, let's see. I mean, it depends. Let's see, my guy. You know, but life is so busy these days.
God willing,
I still find time to do streams, you know, here and there. So it is what it is, you know. But big up to you guys, man. And it's nice that you guys are taking your channel to that next phase. And bro, I have no doubt you and Mali are gonna kill it, bro. And it's coming.
Yeah, listen,
people,
big respect,
people
man.
in the charts. It's coming. It's coming. People, I see it. When I see people who have the desire, the fire, people, I see it. Kizzy is one. Mali, I've not seen enough of him down here, but outside, I've seen him do his thing.
Nah, listen, you know what it is? I'll be honest, Tony.
I mean, the fire is coming. I told you so. This channel is going to head places because I see the fire, people. I see the fire. How about Thanks for having me, my guy. Thanks for
listen,
me,
big up Tony every time, man. Obviously, just want to big up Tony. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he reached out to me, said, let's chop it up, let's do a couple bits and whatnot. And listen, the fact that you even reached out and said what you said, you know what I'm saying? I respect it highly. You get what I'm trying to say? Because not many people, I'll be honest, not many people in the game, they try and act like they're too big to deal with certain people and whatnot. But you, humble. You get what I'm trying to say? And I can relate to that, bro, because there's space for everyone to eat. You get me? You know, like that.
Space for everyone to eat the bread. Apart from Man
you understand that, you feel me? But listen,
it.
Before you go, I just want to get your predictions for tomorrow's game. Mali, same way. Yeah? Obviously, listen, I see JJ getting on to Mali in the chat. Mali was furniture today. Listen, sometimes Mali ain't got to talk. You know, like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's literally tired, man. Maybe
listen, Mali likes it when the guest comes in. I'm not going to lie to you. He likes it when the guests are here because he ain't got to do too much. You get what I'm trying to say? He can just sit back and enjoy the show. And I respect it. You get me? But listen, predictions. What are we saying? I'll start with Tony because obviously you got to shoot out.
Bro,
get involved in the chat as well.
Defense, my guy. I'm wary about my defense, my guy. I won't lie. I'm wary of that defense. That's because Saliba is not there. I'm seriously shaking in my boots, bro. But again, I'll just go 2 on Arsenal. I think we have the. I think we still have the. You know, we still have the boss. We still have the upper hand. I think we'll go down a goal in the first half, and then in the second half we'll bounce back strong. I think it's going to be a tight game. 2-1 to the Arsenal. I'll go with my team to win, and that's also because we're not playing against Pep. We're playing against a manager who's a bum, who's never won any domestic title. Yeah, he's a bum. I said, man is a clown. Man has not won anything. Convince me. Prove me wrong. Yeah? Maresca has won nothing, and he's just another bum manager that we're beating, left, right, and center when it was at Chelsea. And we'll do the same thing this season again. That's why I'm saying it's his training day. Maresca, how about that? It's your training day tomorrow, and I think we'll win 2-1. How about that? And you can click me on that, people. Click me on that. Clip it. Yeah?
Clip it. You know that? I said clip it. You know what I'm saying? Clip it. Yeah? Mali, what you saying?
I'm going 3-1. I did a bit of research. City only played like 3 preseason games. Haaland didn't get minutes in them games. He wasn't even there. Rodri wasn't there. Cherky wasn't there. So it might be a bit of a weak City side. So I believe we can go there and just, slap Maresca's bald head again, innit?
No, yeah, I hear it still. Obviously, me personally, so KJ's gone 3-1. JJ went 3-1 City. GK's gone 2-1 Arsenal. Mab's gone 2-1 City. Mido's gone 2-1 Arsenal, but the curse continues.
Kizzy, how about you, my guy? Bro, you're not gonna escape. Bro, come on, man. Don't pull up the slick one down here, my guy. I mean, you're gonna talk about your predictions, my guy. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Listen, Mido's a hater. He's a hater. You know what I'm saying? Because all he does is talk about Arsenal have only won 2 trophies in the last 6 years or whatever. But that one trophy that I won last year, you would trade every single trophy that you've won over the last 10 years for that one. So don't worry about that. You get me? And that's all the conversation ends there. You feel me? But me personally, my prediction for this game, I'm going to go with 2-2 in normal time.
Ooh.
Arsenal to win it on penalties.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I'm going to go with.
That sticks. Okay.
You get me? 2-2, normal time. Arsenal to win on penalties. But listen, people, 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Wow.
Was another episode of Paid in Arsenal. Big up Mali. Big up Tony. Debut on the channel. Hopefully we'll have you back again soon, my bro. You get me, yeah? But blessings. Big up the chat. You know what I'm saying? And before we go, people, yeah? Before we go, sorry, let me quickly, I don't even know if I'll be able to get there, but the FPL code.
Big ups. KJ, Tony. Big ups, man. Mido, big ups. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. You guys are the
big up everyone, man.
Big ups.
But listen, the FPL code, yeah? MWLR75. I repeat, MWLR75. If you want to get involved in the FPL for this up and coming season, that is the code. Get involved. The winner of the competition will win a prize at the end of the season. Kizzy has got a prize for the winner. Even if I lose, the winner will win a prize. Do you understand? So get involved. That KJ just put MWLR75 FPL code. Make sure you're there. GK doing the talking. He won it last season. He's looking to go back to back like Arsenal. So yeah, man. You get me? But listen, big up the mods them. Big up the chat them. Smash the likes. Subscribe to the channel. It's been Mali. It's been Tony. It's been your boy Kizzy. It's been another ep of Paid in Arsenal. And we're out.
We're out, people.
Big up everyone, man. Bless up.